This is a podcast from Minute Media.
Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, kiddies. This is yours duly, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. And you're listening to Slasher Radio.
You are listening to Slasher Radio. My name is Mikey Bones, and I'm joined by Rob Valoran. Oh my God, I knew it again.
No, that's not it at all.
Fucker.
So close.
Cat Valor, Rob Humphrey. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Howdy.
Should be getting into drink roll call soon, because that'll explain a lot of things going on here.
Oh, I have another mystery pain.
Oh no. That's
what
a
we're
rough
starting
mystery pain
Yeah,
corner.
yeah. It's been a while since I've had an old man mystery pain, but as has been
Explain
well documented on
yeah.
the show, I'm old and I'm falling apart.
And you get random shit that just starts hurting you, right?
Yeah, it was my elbow, I think, the last time.
No, it was your elbow first, and then there was something else.
It was my
in
knee.
between.
It was my
Yeah.
knee at one point. Woke up the other day. No reason that is apparent to me at all. My shoulder now hurts like a motherfucker. So I'm looking to probably deal with this for about the next 6 weeks for no reason, and then hopefully it'll stop.
You said like a
I-
motherfucker.
Was scared that I was having an old man pain, but then I found out that my cat has been sleeping on my neck once I go to sleep.
Oh, was she trying to kill you?
Yeah, I think so.
I just picture
Yeah.
Cat waking up in the middle of the night going, "It's you!" It's the poor cat sleeping.
That's what it was
Yeah.
like too. I woke up, he's like draped across my neck, and my shoulder hurt so bad, and it's like, oh, this is the thing.
Yeah, my shoulder is just it's wrecked. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it hurts. I bought some of that old person cream you put on there, that icy hot stuff, and that doesn't help. Nothing helps.
Which shoulder is it?
It is my left shoulder.
Like, you will
Alright.
send you a touch for it.
We'll roll out what I was thinking. Oh yeah, the touch thing. Guys, go to patreon.com/slasher radio. That's a reference to our Easter egg. The ridiculous conversations that just organically happen for no reason is beyond me. But that is also appropriate because this is a Patreon pick. Once
It
a
is.
month,
Yeah.
1 week, one episode out of the month, the patrons get to nominate and vote on our movie topic for the week. And this week we are obviously doing Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
They sure are, because the patrons hate me.
Okay.
I have so I didn't know whether I'll just admit this now. There's no way I'm gonna keep it a secret until we do reviews. When I was pulling reviews for this, I figured we were all going to like this movie, okay?
Yeah.
And so I had a really tough time finding a bad review for this to start out. And I looked so hard to find one that was funny. I found one eventually that I was like, at least, like, it's not super funny, but at least Rob's gonna give this dude a candy bar. And now I'm worried about the other review. I misjudged what we were going to say about this film.
We'll get to it when we get to it. It's very complicated.
I just want to point out before this episode goes any further, Rob said that. Mikey did not say that. Because Chris does like to go on Twitter and say we talk shit about him and, you know, we don't give him credit.
What I
Rob.
said will make sense when we get to the movie. It will make
Alright.
more sense.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yes, also I do like having that on record because I want to point out Chris has been very nice with the picks. I think actually all of the picks that have won have been pretty great. This year on the the patrons are having a good 2023. There have been a couple less than stellar picks that have been suggested. But there have been no revenge picks. There have been no just like hatred picks, except for apparently to Rob. I'm really impressed with the patrons, and thank you guys.
Yeah. So wait, this was a Chris nominated film?
Yes, it was. We're gonna
All
go
right.
through all the movies that made it, didn't make it, all that
Yeah,
stuff
we'll get to
later
that.
on.
Yeah.
Kat,
All right.
what the hell was that bullshit you just told everybody?
This is going to be the patrons' best year for
But
picks.
you're gonna sit there and honestly say, honestly, that Carousel was not a revenge pick or a
No,
spite pick or
Carousel
anything?
was fun, and that's on you for not liking it.
But that's besides that is completely irrelevant. It was meant to do something to someone.
Is that true?
Yes.
I don't know. It did something to me. I love that movie.
They did something to me too. Fucking little Miss Huge Clown Penis.
Huge clown penis.
Fucking Christ.
I maintain that was a good call, and I can't be mad about it.
You can maintain that all you want. I'm not going to argue it with you. But again, it was done for a reason. I can tell you that.
I'll tell you what. I'll bring evidence of this to court,
Okay.
and we'll discuss it.
Bet.
I'll revisit that claim.
Horror court next week.
I'm bringing popcorn.
Yeah. We do have a voicemail to get to.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we have drink roll call. We'll catch you guys up on horror news, have our news segment, and then we'll get into Henry and all the Patreon stuff, all that crap. But let's start with a voicemail, shall we? It is time for Greg's Hot Take Corner. Everybody who listens to the show for a distance will know Greg probably a little too well. But any new listeners, this is Camp Counselor Greg at Camp Springwood on Twitter, at Darth Gregor on TikTok. Go back and listen to our, what did we call it? It was a hot take episode. And it was with Greg. And it was just, Greg will spew out hot takes at any moment. And that was a fun episode, but it led to Greg having a segment somehow. Once a month, he usually graces us with a voicemail, providing his hot takes.
Trace the call. It's coming from inside the house.
If anyone wants to leave a voicemail for the show, we will air it like this hot take corner is. And the number is 917-397-KILL. That's 917-397-5455. Nobody listening to this knows how much of a struggle remembering that number was for me just now. But here is Greg's hot take corner.
Hello, Michael. Hello, Robert. Hi, Kat. It's I, Darth Gregor, back with another series of hot takes. Rocky Horror Picture Show is the best horror musical. I did a tournament, so I would know.
Yes.
Candace from Final Destination 5, a.k.a. The Gymnast, is the best Final Destination death. I would know. I did a tournament. Danielle Panabaker is a better horror movie actress than Jenna Ortega.
Wow.
And the last one is Spiral is the second best Saw movie behind the original Saw from 2004. Thank you. Bye.
As a build Saw expert, I would know. You are entitled to your opinion about which one goes where, but unfortunately, Spiral is not a Saw movie. It's not recognized as a Saw film. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow. He started off being nice to Kat, which is really annoying. I don't know why.
Yeah, he does that every time.
Right. We deserve respect too, Rob.
I know.
I know. Like,
I'm the
what
Lord
fuck,
of Humphrey, for God's sake.
But then he shits on Kat out the door. Like, this is kind of funny.
I do
actually.
feel very personally attacked between the Spiral incident and the I also don't like the Rocky Horror nonsense. Also,
Well,
is that a hot take? I feel like that's a very cold take. I feel like a lot of people have that opinion. It just happens to be wrong.
The Rocky Horror Picture thing is wrong because the correct answer is all musicals suck the same amount.
That's not
bullshit.
true, Rob.
That's bullshit. Rocky Horror is the best music. I agree with Greg on that one.
See, it's a cold take.
Rocky Horror is terrible. No.
No, it's not.
It's awful.
On what grounds? Why do you think that?
On the grounds that I saw it and hated it.
No, I understand. Why though?
Because it was terrible. It's not a good movie. It's just stupid.
What?
For me, it's the music, if that helps. So
Rob hates Tim Curry. That confirmed. I don't know what to say to you at this point.
No, I love Tim Curry and Clue.
That's it.
can we watch Clue on this show? Probably not a horror movie, huh?
I would do an episode on Clue. That movie's amazing.
It's so good.
You guys do an episode on a shark in a cornfield too, so I mean, why not? And
Well-
7, that wasn't tremendously a horror movie.
More of a horror movie than Silence of the Lambs.
More of a horror movie than Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, let's move forward amicably. What the hell? My brain hurts.
This really is about
the Final
attacking Greg.
Destination thing, not mad at. I
No,
might
it's
disagree, but I'm not
it's-
mad.
It's objectively wrong. The best kill in Final Destination is from Roller Coaster with the tanning bed.
The tanning beds is good.
I like the glass in Final Destination 2, man. I think it's underrated. That shit was fucking
It's good.
good.
That's
Yeah.
stupid.
You just say things to be like anything I say.
He's just
like, geez.
argumentative today.
The tanning beds are clearly the best one.
Nah, it was good, but it was kind of poppy for me. And
There was something very satisfying about the tanning beds. I have to agree.
it was very
I would have
timeless.
to I'd have to look really close at because the thing about Final Destination is if you're a fan of the franchise, you're there for the deaths. Like there are a lot of good picks. I think there are a lot of really underrated ones. And not a lot of bad ones, you know?
I would argue they're really slim pickings, and the
Wow.
tanning bed is really the best thing that happened.
You're out of your mind. What was Danielle Panabaker's who did he say that she was
Better than Jenna
Better than Jenna
Ortega.
Ortega.
Get the
I don't
fuck
even know
out,
who
Greg.
that is. So
I had to look up their IMDb to remember like I've seen them before.
I've heard the name. I know they were in stuff I've seen, but I don't know who she is.
She was in Friday the 13th, the remake. I don't remember who she even played in Jenna. I don't even remember the fucking character. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, so I don't remember the character. That goes to tell you, Greg. Yeah, absolutely not. You're wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure there were any actresses in the Friday the 13th remake.
No, like that's what I was gonna say. There was that movie was not known for its acting by any means, to be polite, and she still couldn't stand out. So
I'm the first person. I believe I'm the first one of us to declare that the Jenna Ortega hype machine is starting to get a little bit out of control.
Yeah.
But even I wouldn't go that far to say that this whoever person is a better horror actress than her.
for the record, she was the final girl in the Friday remake,
Okay.
the main character. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I get burnt out on people when they have too much hype. I hear an awful lot about Jenna Ortega. I see where Rob is coming from, but she's a good actress is the
Yeah.
thing. Like, she's very talented.
She's getting these opportunities for a reason. Rob just doesn't like the whole Tim Burton thing. That's what I'm declaring.
That is very
Which
true.
is
I
fair.
don't like the whole Tim Burton thing, but the Jenna Ortega stuff is just it's becoming too much for me. She's good. I'm not saying she's a bad actress or even that I dislike her. I'm just getting sick of hearing about her.
Have you heard this whole thing this week where people are mad at her for smoking?
Yeah, I seen that.
Like, and that was kind of where I started to come around on Rob's side because it's like I don't care.
You
what
can't
she
blame
does,
her for that. She didn't want to
No.
hear it.
You know, like what?
Yeah, I mean, it's not her fault. I did see that on Twitter. She's a 20-year-old girl who's a very pretty girl, living a lavish lifestyle, millionaire. Leave her. She's gonna fucking, leave her alone. The hell do people care? I think we hit everything on Greg's thing, right?
I think that was all the takes. Those are some spicy ones today, Greg. I try to defend you when I can, but
He really came
rough
at you, Kat.
batch.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. I didn't really feel particularly burned by any of those. Mostly it's a lot of stuff I don't care about.
Not even Rocky Horror. Rob.
No, I don't. I mean, it's not a good movie, but I don't care about horror movie musicals, whatever.
But there are ones that you like better than Rocky Horror.
Yeah. But not enough to
All
be
right.
upset about it.
We should do
Oh.
Rocky. I'm really upset I didn't pick Rocky Horror for my pick a couple weeks ago.
The day you pick Rocky Horror, I'm making everyone watch Mother. I'm telling you now.
That much of a fucking wow, we're hitting alarms on that one? Really?
Those goddamn
Rocky
songs
Horror.
are gonna be in my head for the rest of my life. I had to go to a musical theater school. I never want to relive that again.
I do feel like Kat sort of has Mother in a glass case. It's like in case of emergency,
Yeah.
break glass. Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
I hope I like it.
That would be honestly, that would be hilarious.
It would be one of the most surprising things to ever happen.
Really?
This movie
to
is
ever
fucking...
happen ever in the world?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Drink roll call. Let's get into that. I'm gonna be honest. I made a mistake. Like, I'm just gonna start right out saying it. I'm drinking whiskey straight, and I'm stealing a Cat thing. I wanted to join you in your whiskey straight, Cat, because I commend it all the time. I've been drinking tequila straight the last few weeks. This whiskey right here is dangerous, and it's only 100 proof, so I don't understand. I like Jack Daniels. I drink Jack Daniels. That's my preferred whiskey, but it doesn't hurt me like this thing does, and it's going fast.
Having?
It's Uncle Nearest.
Huh.
Yeah, I didn't expect this.
It's what?
Uncle Nearest.
Anytime there's a liquor that has like uncle or something in the name, I just assume it's like $10 hooch.
I mean, it's not cheap whiskey, but it's actually an upper brand whiskey from what I've looked up. Damn.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I'm correct about that. I'm just saying that's how it is. Like if I hear uncle whatever, I'm like, oh, that's cheap hooch. That's fucking.
But it's gonna be strong
drinking
as
that in
shit.
paper bags and shit. But
it's like that's the redneck moonshine of it, though. Like, yeah, it's cheap, but it's gonna hit you hard.
Yeah,
just like a redneck. All right, so that's me. Who's next?
Is that accurate, Rob?
I guess. I don't know. I haven't been hit by a redneck yet. Surprisingly.
The man put a couch on the roof. Right? Yeah.
So Chris submitted a drink last week that I said I was going to make soon. And I did not make it this week because in order to make it, I would have to go to the liquor store, and it was rainy and cold, and I didn't feel like going to the liquor store.
You big baby.
Yeah, it was only 60 here today, and it was raining.
Oh no!
So it felt like 55 outside, and I didn't feel like going. And so then I still got a couple of those Cheerwine ales left, so I was gonna drink one of those, but then I ate too much candy and I upset my belly, so I'm drinking Cheerwine.
Oh my god!
We're all adults on this show.
Some older than others. You got a big belly ache and you didn't want to go out in the rain. Well, you poor little baby, you.
Well, and also the liquor stores here close at like 6 p.m. and I wasn't ready to go out that early. I did eventually leave the house, but it was like 8. Liquor store was already closed.
Kat, what about you?
I am drinking. We talked about this a little bit before the show. I am white girl, no teeth, feel drunk today.
White girl wasted. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm drinking Smirnoff Ices today.
Wow.
That's something Mikey would drink.
What the fuck? Come on, man. What the hell?
Except Mikey'd be like, I put a Jolly Rancher in it.
Man, come on. I don't do shit like that.
You don't have to put a Jolly Rancher in it. They already taste like Jolly Ranchers. It's fine.
That was a big thing. Do you, Kat, you're too young. You're only like 16 years old. You won't remember this. But Mikey, do you remember Zima?
Yes.
Yeah, remember that was a big thing in like high school. You get a 6-pack of Zima and you put Jolly Ranchers in it.
Yeah. They did that with Four Locos too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny as shit.
So Kat is Smirnoff Ice drunk.
I'm Smirnoff Ice drunk. And it was so funny because I've been drinking whiskey while my taste was all thrown off and I couldn't taste a lot of stuff. I could taste whiskey. So that's what I've been drinking straight for the last couple weeks. And I realized that I have my taste back. So I've been going really crazy drinking like fun, girly Mikey drinks.
Appreciate that, Kat. Thank you.
You're welcome. And
Right in front
I
of
was
Rob,
like
you got to do
sipping
that.
on
Nice,
them
nice.
today because I've been nursing drinks. I've been having whiskey straight. And then I realized today I was like slowly making my way through my bottle of Smirnoff Ice, and then it's like, oh, this is basically juice. I can have as many of these as I want. I went a little bit mad with power. I've maybe had too many.
All
Yeah.
right.
So clearly, I'm the only professional of us who showed up sober and ready to do a show.
Yes,
All
that
right.
is
Yeah.
correct. Cat, they're good though. I've been almost got those a couple times.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, that's nice.
You can get them in different flavors. And
Alright.
all of the flavors are like nonsense flavors. I don't know what any of them mean. It's like this is a purple flavor, and like I don't know. But they're tasty.
All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've almost got those a couple times. Yeah. All right.
Can I also do free advertisement? Can I do product placement here?
Oh, for
Or
God's sake! All
I
right.
know we were
Alright.
doing live reads this week. Let's go.
I'm doing a live read. I had the best cocktail of my life this week. I was at Outback Steakhouse, celebrating
Ooh.
my ability to taste things, and
With an Outback steak?
with an Outback steak.
That's how you were like, I can taste again. I have to get an Outback
I
steak.
can
I don't know.
taste
Don't talk bad about Outback now.
Dude, last time I was at Outback, I had one of the worst steaks I've ever had. It was terrible.
I don't always get steak at Outback.
I also really like their sides, and they're doing like Tim Tam cheesecakes or whatever the fuck they're called. They're good. But anyway, and seriously, best cocktail I've ever had. It was called an Aussie Jossie. It
Oi,
was
oi.
yeah,
Wait,
Australian.
Aussie Jossie?
An Aussie Jossie.
I gotta look this
Uh,
up.
and it was a pretty blue drink that came with a shark in it. The shark
Oh yeah.
was filled with red grenadine that you poured into the drink like a shot. And it was delicious, and there was blood in the water. I loved it.
It was
More shark
blood in
themed
the water.
cocktails from chain restaurants, please.
Nice.
That is pretty cool. What is that drink though? It's like blue.
It's
It's
got
the
blue
shark drink she
Caracal in
sent
it.
us.
So it's just blue.
Yeah, it's blue Caracal, and
Yeah.
it's raspberry flavored. It's like a and it was kind of like it had almost a margarita kind of like it was a little bit salty.
Huh.
Mm.
It's pretty tasty. It was also pretty strong because I was having it at lunch before like during my lunch break. I was having this. I was like, this is maybe stronger than I should have before I have to go to work. And then the waitress came by because I didn't know it just comes with like a little toy shark in it, which I thought was decorative. And the waitress comes by and she's like, I'm supposed to be telling this to people because one guy didn't know, but there's a shot of grenadine in the shark. And I was like, what? And then, the drink got a lot stronger after I poured a bunch of grenadine into it. Worth it.
Hell yeah. That is funny. Speaking of drink roll call, did you guys see what Allie did today, yesterday?
The Walmart.
Yeah.
Did
Did you see that shit, Rob?
Did I see what?
You see that shit Allie tried to pull my drink, man?
No.
She made a tequila Sunny D rise and was calling it Allie juice.
All
Believe this shit?
right. Well, it is Alley month part 2, so she gets Alley juice, I guess.
Oh no, it is not. She didn't have a part 1. How's it gonna be a part 2? No Alley month.
It'll be Alley month 2 by the time this is released. It's not as we record, though.
There's no Alley month.
Yeah, she won a part 2 for Attack of the Killer Donuts, right? Was that the thing?
I don't remember. She saves it for all the time she saved the show since Alley month ended. She gets Alley month part 2.
Little Miss Huge Clown Penis does not get a month. I'm sorry.
Huge clown penis.
Yes. That's another thing to mention, guys. By the way, before we get into the news, we did have a movie night in the Patreon, in the Discord, and it was a lot of fun. We watched Attack of the Killer Donuts.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 of us were there. Fucking Allie was there.
Yeah, Allie was there.
Leah was there. Miki
Unfortunately.
was there. Chris. What?
Huh?
What'd you
He's being mean to Leah.
Why'd you do that?
I just remember how we all talked about how we were hoping Leah wouldn't show up, and then she did.
We're not talking about that, first of all.
You were, Rob. We were not.
No, we had a whole conversation about how much we don't like Leah. Remember?
No, we like Leah.
You went on about it. We told you were wrong. That's how the conversation went.
It should also be
That's how a
pointed
lot
out
of our
that
conversations go, to be fair.
the movie nights are not just for patrons. The filthy normies are welcome to come in too.
Oh my God.
I tried to ban the filthy normies, but you wanted to let them come in.
Yes, everyone is invited. You can check out our Twitter, and you can find a link to the Discord and join it. It's a lot of fun, man. Jinx wasn't able to make. Domi was there too.
Yeah, Domi was there.
I can't believe I almost forgot about Domi. I had a pink lemonade fucking drink. I made pink lemonade and put pink lemonade vodka in the pink lemonade.
You are so disgusting.
The fucked up part is I said be right back, and apparently Rob said he's probably making pink lemonade, and I was. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. So, follow us on Twitter and all that to keep involved with that. Those are a good time. We're going to do them. We're going to continue to do those. Those are a lot of fun.
They are a lot of fun.
I
We watch
do
good
ask
movies.
that I do ask that everybody be quiet and respectful of the movie so that we can all watch it and enjoy ourselves.
We ignore him, though, so it's fine.
There is
That's
nothing
not what
more
happened.
fun than watching a movie in complete silence.
That is not what's going to happen. It's
I know Rob's kidding, but that's how I am as a person.
Yeah, but you could do that alone, Rob. Why would you do it with other people to sit quietly?
But I
Right.
do behave during movie night.
I prefer it to be alone, actually. If I could just have a movie night where I just watch a movie and everybody else could leave me the fuck alone, that would be wonderful.
We're going to see Rob in a private channel locked. He's just watching movies alone. You know what? I'm going to make you a fucking locked channel. That's it.
Can we lock people out of our Discord?
We could.
I'm actually locked out of one of our channels.
What? That's hysterical. How?
I don't know. I'm not allowed in the Patreon server.
Oh, I'm not either. Yeah, I can't get in there. I see a thing that's like new messages are in there, and I'm like, well, fuck it, I can't read it.
Oh my God, that's funny. I did not know that.
I kept meaning to bring it up, but I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
I'm bringing it up on air.
Yeah, no, I'm the same, Cat. I see that there's messages in there, but it won't let me fuck it in there to look at them, and I was like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, the Discord does have a Patreon only section, a patron only section. I thought hosts were allowed in. I didn't give you Patreon roles. You don't need them, but apparently
we do.
apparently I need to fix the settings, which I'm doing right now. Oh wait, I can't do that right now because we got to do news right now. You guys ready?
No,
Yeah.
no, I was just thinking we could lock somebody out. Her name rhymes with Mia.
No.
I
Why
don't
would you
wanna-
say that?
I don't want to call anybody out by name, but rhymes with Dia.
Yeah, we're not.
Just think
doing
about it.
that.
Just think about it.
Yeah, I thought about it. I understand.
Well, we can bring it up at our next weekly We Hate Leah meeting, right?
We don't have though. Leave Leah alone. What's wrong with you? Stop it.
All
Jesus
right.
Christ.
You guys want to pretend like we don't do that?
Ow.
News.
It's time to hump the news with Rob Humphrey.
He's not a genius. All right. Well, we get this bullshit first. Cocaine shark.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
It's coming to. This is the only time I'm going to start all my sentences with cocaine shark. It's coming to DVD and VOD this summer. There is a trailer out.
It looks amazing.
It does. I saw the stills. Oh my God, this thing looks awesome.
Yes, they were nice. Well, nice is a strange word. Wild Eye was nice to send us over some promo images. I mean, you guys go ahead. I don't know what the fuck. It looks ridiculous.
It looks phenomenal.
It's a movie of the summer, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
What
looking
do you
forward
have
to
that's
it.
going to compete with Cocaine Shark?
I can't tell how much of it is real anymore.
How much of what?
Mikey thinks that we're just doing this as a bit.
No.
I think.
No, I understand. That's what I said. How much of it? Because there's, there's a very good chance it's all real, but there has to be at least 10 to 20% to annoy. Like, you can't think this is going to be the movie of the summer.
I'm convinced that this movie is going to be awesome. Is it going to be the movie of the summer? Maybe.
See, then
Honestly-
there's the percentage.
There's nothing coming out this summer that I know of that I'm more excited about than Cocaine Shark.
The fact that you're excited at all blows me away. All right. Okay. Are we done or?
Yeah, we can be done. I'm
Okay.
excited for it.
Okay.
We're gonna watch it on the show, but
Absolutely.
for now, we can be done.
Oh, now. Oh, now. Take it easy. This summer, if it's around my birthday, don't ruin my birthday, please, is all I ask.
We'll see.
Because keep in mind, I get a pick.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully it's around my birthday.
We just got done talking about Rocky Horror.
We just got done talking about how we weren't going to do this to each other anymore, and here we are.
And you, this is here we are. Bell.
I don't. I've got the pressure on me for the birthday pick this year because I've got to figure out a way to top Kiss Meets Phantom of the Park.
Oh, you
That's it.
motherfucker. If you could top that, honestly, bravo.
I don't know that
Honestly.
it can be done. I mean, that's a really high bar.
It's a 0. If you guys wouldn't have vetoed me giving that movie negative stars, I'd have fucking did it. That is a 0 movie. That's the worst movie I've ever seen.
It's a good
That's
movie, dude.
insane to me. It's not even the worst movie we've watched on this show.
It's
It
fun,
is.
Mikey.
No, it's not.
See, Mikey, now you're messing with my head because I don't know how much of this is real. There's no way you can hate it that much.
They had robots that were just people in ninja outfits. They didn't even look like robots, man. They were ninjas.
And Kiss
Oh,
was fighting them.
that's what it was?
I don't
can
remember,
tell.
but that sounds amazing, doesn't it?
I'm starting to twitch from that fucking movie right now. Moving on. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 is coming to PS5 this year. Is that a fucking exclusive?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a Five Nights at Freddy's game. I don't know
Oh.
anything about it.
I don't care.
I'm not gonna play it.
Of the things that I don't give a shit about, Five Nights at Freddy's might be at the top of that list.
The rumor, the next licensed killer of Dead by Daylight is gonna be Five Nights at Freddy's. So. I'm probably going to have to bleep this whole conversation.
Why?
We can't just openly shit on it like that. It's the least thing you add everything.
I mean,
wrong.
it's the truth. The only reason it's not at the top of the list of things I care about the least is because I do concern myself with puppet fuckery that might be going on.
I do enjoy the puppet fuckery.
Oh boy, see that's dangerous territory for me because if Rob's not allowed to do it, I won't be allowed to do it.
I mean, you can be
I'm going
honest
to
about it.
put this delicately in a Dead by Daylight positive spin. There were some really good Five Nights at Freddy's characters. There were some good Five Nights at Freddy's games. Those days are long behind us now, I
Okay.
feel.
Yeah.
Despite the enduring love that the fan base has for the original characters, Help Wanted was not a good game. I can't imagine willingly playing Help Wanted 2.
Okay. A cat being a professional.
I honestly can't imagine anybody giving a shit about any of this.
We're right back here.
We've talked about this, dude. We're going to say what we're going to say. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yes, we are.
I don't want to kiss this ass. I just don't.
And that's fine, but goddamn, you're going hard, man. You gotta go that hard.
All right.
All right.
Move on then.
I mean, no, I don't care about Five Nights at Freddy's, but you know. Screambox. Oh, yeah, that's right. Terrifier 2.
Mm-hmm.
Big chainsaw winner at
Not
Fangoria's
surprised.
Chainsaw Award. Me either, but it won 5 awards, which is wild. It won the best limited movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy.
Yeah.
No, Limited
we've
release?
talked about this before. I don't like this movie.
but limited release.
It is. I understand that I am very much on the outside of this. So I'm
Yeah.
not surprised that it won a lot of awards. I'm not surprised that it won that award. Is it the best limited release movie? Absolutely not. It's not a good movie at all. But am I surprised that it won? No.
It did the best out of, and like it was kind of not even a limited release, just due to popular demand.
Eh.
Like it or not, man, it's true.
But no, I'm saying I understand that people love the movie. I get it. I don't get it. I get that people love it. I don't get why.
All right. Lauren Lavera.
This is the
won-
first year in a long time I didn't watch the Chainsaw Awards.
Lauren Lavera won the Editor's Eyeball Award.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know, but
Okay.
I'd imagine it's a
the
choice for them.
Equivalent. It's the Chainsaw Awards equivalent of the Emma Roberts Crazy Eye Award.
Yeah, like it's they chose her, which
Yeah, I mean, I like her. She's great. She doesn't really
Yeah.
have crazy eyes though.
she doesn't need crazy eyes.
She was great in the movie. She was the
Yes.
hands down the best thing about that movie.
Okay, do you concur with them winning this award? Then?
I don't know what the fuck this award is for, so absolutely.
Well, just that she's deserving of them to
She
pick her.
deserves an award. Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
what this award is, but okay, yeah, that's fine.
They pick somebody they feel deserves. I don't know how you're not getting this. Are you sure you're sober?
I don't understand the award. The Editor's Eye Award. What the fuck is that? I don't.
It's like
she
a Who
called-
to Watch award.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
then
she-
okay, yeah. If that's what it is, then fine. Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
she deserves it. She was great.
Okay. I'll leave this one to the end.
Uh-oh.
What the hell? Best feature. Someone. What is the name of this article? Hold on. Screenbox movies. Okay. Okay. So Terrifier 2 won 4 awards. This is just one of the Screenbox movies, so that doesn't count. They won 4 awards. They won the 2 I mentioned. They won Best Kill.
Yeah, that
For the-
makes
For the Bleach.
Yeah.
that makes sense. I mean, it should have gone to that kid getting yeeted off those stairs when Halloween ends, but
Mikey would not ever have let you hear the end of it if Michael Myers did not win Best Kill in a
Could you
winning
imagine?
Halloween. Like that would be the talk of the show.
Could you imagine? I wish it was too, Rob. How you like that?
that's what should have won. It was the best kill, but
Mhm.
fine. The Bleach thing was a big thing. Whatever.
Yeah, it was, man. It was. A lot more love and care went into the Bleach one too.
It was stupid though. It didn't make sense.
It didn't. It wasn't supposed to.
That girl would have been dead a long time before any of that shit. Before her mom showed up and stuff. So dumb. That movie's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Well, guess what, Rob? If we're living in complete reality, Michael Myers would have had the best kill of a Halloween movie. But here we are.
Mhm.
This one now. All right. This is the question mark I throw. And their 4th and final award at the Chainsaw Awards was Best Makeup Effects. Went to Damien Leone.
No.
Wow.
I mean,
Just no.
No.
what would be better from last year?
I don't even know, but I didn't think the makeup was all that impressive in this one. I thought the makeup and effects in Terrifier was better than the makeup and effects in Terrifier 2.
They had more consistency, but I think and the there was an inconsistency in the effects quality of Terrifier 2, but like Mikey was saying, love and care. Like they got really ambitious in Terrifier 2.
I will say that the effects in Terrifier had the advantage in that the movie was so goddamn dark you couldn't really
There
see
it is.
anything anyway.
Oh, come on. You didn't say anything about the lighting in the second one. Let's start that now.
No, the lighting was much better in the second one.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Yeah. They finally figured out how to turn on a lamp.
Not going down that road.
But we could turn on lamps for them for only
Yeah.
$600.
We need more people.
Huh.
I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank on like every movie that came out last year. What was better in effects and stuff? I don't know. Nothing about the effects in Terrifier 2 struck me as being particularly good.
Do you want to hear what I think could have contended?
Sure.
Yeah.
And I don't like saying it. Well, even this, if you're going best, that's a very strict term, and I don't know how they're depending on how they define it. Like, is the love and care brought into it? Is the lack of money brought into it? Like, it wasn't the best with at a scale or a curve.
No, it shouldn't be. It should be what looks best.
Okay, and there you go. Or is it that they're both very strict? But Scream 5, I mean, it didn't have a ton, but it was done better.
Yeah, Five Frame had some good looking effects.
But what I would give it to it, Texas Chainsaw of 2022.
What?
You gotta admit,
You
the
chose
effects-
the one movie that was worse.
Of course, the movie's way worse, yes, but you gotta admit the effects in that were better, and they were on par with, you know, a Terrifier 2 style.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't argue that. I do think the
Yeah.
effects were better.
They were better.
It is a worse movie, but I do think that the effects are better.
Yeah, but there were a lot of effects from movies that didn't suck that hard.
But it has nothing to do with the movie.
But
That's the reality of it. Nothing to do with the movie. It could have been a silent film, which, you know, Girl Walks Home Alone at Night kind of was to me in a way. But, you know, wouldn't that be funny, though, if that movie won a fucking chainsaw? Because it could have. Should have. I don't like any of this either, guys. If I have to think about it, you have to think about it, too.
I don't like thinking about it.
I don't like thinking about it either. Here we are.
Wait. Real quick. The movie that should have gotten best effects, it does sort of depend. Was that really Kid Cudi's penis? Because if that was an effect dick, then that gets best effects.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue that. Yeah, you guys are right.
Nope had some really good effects.
Honestly, X maybe should have won anyway.
There wasn't a lot, though. The bit they had was great.
There wasn't a lot, but I was willing to not fight for it. But once we start bringing Texas Chainsaw Massacre onto the table,
I
like,
don't like it either.
No, that's what it comes down to. If
All
that was an effect dick, then they win.
Yes, all agree. The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, formerly known as Daryl and Carol. They released.
they fucked up.
I love how Rob loses it for that one. They released previews. It's a spin-off series, obviously featuring Norman Reedus. I didn't, as the biggest supporter of Walking Dead on this show, I didn't even finish.
I think I'm actually the biggest supporter of Walking Dead on the show because I did finish. Fake fan, Mikey.
All right, you can fake fan me all you want. I will talk a lot nicer about that.
Am I the biggest detractor of The Walking Dead on this show?
Yeah.
Yes.
I make fun of it a lot, but I did finish. So.
Am I the only one that realized that nothing happens and it's really boring?
That's not true.
No, a lot happens and it's really boring.
No, a lot happens and it's fucking phenomenal in every
But not
aspect.
phenomenal enough to finish.
But there is a point where it no longer is. I will agree with that.
Are you telling me that a lot happens really slowly?
No.
Because as I watched the show, nothing was happening.
Honestly, out of every disagreement that we have, and there's a laundry list, that's the craziest one to me that I have with you.
I don't know, man. Show was boring. That's all I know.
I was a fanatic. Like, yeah, I was one of those for a long time. Yeah. I'm gonna tell Grandma Bones again, so.
I'm gonna tell Grandma Bones what you said about her cooking.
Go ahead, she knows. I'll give it a try. I'm not optimistic, but I'll give it a try.
I will not.
I'll watch it, I think. I like Norman Reedus.
Love Norman. That's why I'm gonna give it a try. Only reason. Rob, would you have watched it if it was still Daryl and Carol?
I would have been more tempted to watch it if it was still Daryl and Carol. I wish all of the spin-offs were like that. Like, I wish there was a Tim and Jim, you know?
The final piece of news I have to talk about is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game technical test launched. That shit was fucking crazy.
It looks very good.
Kat, I'm in love with this game. It won't change. You guys aren't gonna like it. But
No.
man, they fucking nailed it, man.
I have been having fun watching some of the Let's Plays. Like, this is it. We've talked about it ad nauseum at this point. There's no way that I would ever play this game, but they got it right for what it is.
Oh, they nailed it, man. They nailed it. It looks beautiful. Like, it is perfect aesthetics wise. And the gameplay is great. Everyone was worried about 3v4. The 3 killer system works flawlessly. It is challenging. By the looks of it, I have no idea. I know they had some issues. They had to draw some stuff back. The test got delayed. Oh, stuff like that. Keys, rather. But I'm hoping they're ahead of schedule. Like, that's how well it went. So kudos to Gunn. What?
Did Damian Maffei kill you?
Damian Maffei was on my team.
I know, but I was hoping
But
for you
did
to
he
make a
kill
heel
you?
turn and kill you.
No, he did not.
I gotta talk to him.
No, me and Damian played a few matches and it was fucking dope. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you should have sent me his number so I could talk to him when you guys were playing.
No.
Like, slice his face off.
Big thank you to Wes and Richard at Evolve. Wes from Gun.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys.
You weren't gonna play it. I didn't even bother asking for you.
I mean, it's nice to be invited to the party, even though I'm not going to go.
Rob, the last 2 times I sent you game keys, you then shortly after said on the show, "What game keys?" I didn't
You
get
have
those.
never sent me a game key that I remember. Not one time.
Yeah, I did.
I think that's his point.
There you go. But yeah, I was fortunate enough to be able to play it the first day of the tech test. I'm blown away. I can't wait. This is really good for horror game.
I'll have to maybe check out some of the Let's Play. There was a guy when they did the Friday the 13th when there was this I'm trying to think of how to nicely put it. This overweight fella who was really scared of horror games, and he was losing his shit when he was playing Friday the 13th. So I kind of wonder if he did another video.
Maybe. Very possibly.
I need to try and find it because it was funny. I mean, he like high pitched screams coming out of this large man. It was funny.
Me and Let It Hang play Friday the 13th with somebody like that. He's a friend of mine, and he will let out the girliest scream you've ever heard, dude. And it's legit. Like,
yeah.
It's sometimes he'll leave afterwards because we just chuckle now. He goes, "That scared the shit out of me." Like, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I love their games, man. They're so much fun. So
maybe I'll have to get on there and kill you, Mikey.
You're gonna kill me?
Yeah, I'm gonna get on there and kill you, maybe.
Fuck you up, man.
I'll be Leatherface and kill some people. Can you be Grandpa? Do you just sit in a chair and try to hit somebody with a hammer?
Oh no, you can't be Grandpa. Grandpa is in the game. Grandpa is very important in the game. That game is challenging, man. It is a bitch. And there's day one. I'm sorry. The second day of the technical test yesterday, I had motherfuckers teabagging me at the exit, man. I'm like, oh, they taking this for the dude. People got good at that shit already, man. Kudos to them. I still don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Was it Damian Maffei teabagged you?
No.
They were on the same team.
I know, but that don't mean you can't teabag your teammate.
Yeah, so congratulations to them. They knocked it out of the park. This is I can't say enough. I gotta stop because it won't end.
When's the game come out?
August 18th.
All right.
And that's the shitty part now, because the technical test's over tomorrow. I now have to wait till August fucking 18th to play this game again. It's fucking I'm so mad.
And when it re-releases, when the game finally comes out for real, it's just going to be a mini game where you play as Grandpa trying to hit someone with a hammer.
Yeah, if they got time to work that in, I'd play that.
That's funny. Grandpa, man, he lets out a creepy moan. Oh, that game is so good. Yeah. Also, if anybody does, all of our Discord listeners, if you do join our Discord, also check out Texas Chainsaw Game has a Discord. And I'm a content creator in there, apparently. I'm about to roll. Yay. So go check it out there. And guns communities are always awesome. You won't go wrong.
What do you create?
Oh, I don't know. What are we doing right now? That was it. That's all I have for the news.
All right.
Is it time for me to hit my damn button?
It's time to hit the button.
All right.
Your favorite part of the show.
Get the fuck out of here! You! Go ahead, go back to turning tricks and old folk and you pain in the ass!
This is the Gabagoli Mystery Corner, where our listeners send in Italian memes for no reason at all. No reason other than just for me to react on the show. It doesn't relate to anything. This is what we take the time to do.
Yeah, and Mikey, we're having a blind viewing for you today. Usually you listen to Rob react first. Rob has already seen this one.
Oh, motherfucker. Rob, did you send
He
this
is not
in?
the listener that sent it in.
Are you lying to me?
No, I'm not lying to you.
Oh, yes. Okay, so
This was a
backstory-
special circumstance.
The backstory on this was it was sent to me by a listener who apparently couldn't send it to Kat. And
There were
I
technical
was,
difficulties.
I was made to promise that I would not share it with you ahead of time, that I would just pass it along to Kat.
I thought about waiting to see if Rob would forget it, but I thought it was equally likely he would accidentally send it to you. So we're knocking this one out of the park immediately.
So wait a minute, is this a new submitter then?
Yes.
This fucking thing keeps growing. Why won't it die, man? I react to the memes on the show. We react to the memes on the show, and the memes themselves go up on fucking Patreon. You've done this one already.
No. You need to read the meme.
Yeah, I know. Young Italian gives into peer pressure. I understand. Yeah, but like you guys, I'm pretty sure we've done this one already, haven't we?
No, it had a different caption. It was
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It's a fucking penne with weed in it and a lighter. Maybe it didn't have the lighter. I've seen this before.
All right. Well, it's
So-
always a
All
bummer
right.
when
Well,
you see
in
it.
that case,
What? No, wait, what?
you know what that means.
No, Cat, don't do it. Not another one, please.
Well, you've got to be properly
Well,
celebrated,
okay,
Mikey.
except for it's already in the chat. So.
Great.
Another one.
Wonderful. Wow. Everybody's driven down the street and drove down the street and seen a car with legalized marijuana on the back of it, a big sticker or something. I've seen them a bunch of times. This one says legalized marinara. And down where the license plate goes, somebody put Bones' most important cause. Wow. Thanks for that, Kat. I needed
You're
another
welcome.
one.
Yeah.
And thank
No,
you
it's
to the listener for sending in a new meme, Mikey.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always nice when we get something like that we can all agree upon. Marinara should be legal, I think.
Yeah.
Listen, I want us to all understand. Eventually, one of these fucking things are going to go viral. Like, we're getting too many regular ones, like just custom ones, rather. This is one of these are going to land one day, and it's going to be all over the internet. And that's what you're going to do to me.
Yeah.
Make you
So-
famous. That's cool.
Yeah, just what I wanted to be famous for. Yeah.
We'll be the podcast that started the Gabagooli Mystery Corner.
Being famous for something stupid usually does not result in a lot of money. It does sometimes. This not one of the cases. I'll just be known for this.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, to lift everyone's spirit, it is now time for the Tony Danza Fun Fact of the Week.
What?
What?
What are we doing here?
We're doing the Tony Danza Fun Fact of the Week?
I don't understand. Why are we doing it? Why? Look at what we're doing.
Because it's the listener's favorite segment of the show. Did you not
That's
hear
right.
that?
We had a listener specifically say this was their favorite segment of the show.
We now we have been taking time. We have stopped the show. Production stops to sit and make fun of Italian people.
No, we're not.
No.
We're celebrating Tony Danza, the patron saint of Italian Americans.
He's
Yeah.
not a patron saint of Italian Americans. You said you weren't.
That's
gonna do
not what the
same.
Fun
You know what,
Fact
Mikey?
Corner says.
Mikey,
Hmm.
stata zit, all right?
Statazit is what you're looking
Statazit.
for. Butthole. No.
No, people told me what to say to you. That's another thing now. That's apparently people are giving me Italian phrases. So
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
it started. It started. I was told to tell you to stata zit.
That was
Uh-huh.
Greg. I know that was fucking Greg. He's told me Statazit before. You're saying it wrong.
It's
Fuck
whatever.
you, Greg. God damn
It's
it.
anonymous.
It's not anonymous. That was Greg. I'm getting good at figuring these out now.
Tony Danza received critical acclaim for his performance in the 1998 Broadway revival of the Eugene O'Neill play, The Iceman Cometh.
I already forgot everything you said except for coming.
Tony Danza received critical acclaim for his performance in the 1998 Broadway revival of the Eugene O'Neill play, The Iceman Cometh.
That doesn't mean to say it again.
Oh, I thought that's what you were asking for.
No, I didn't care. I don't give a fuck.
We
God
also
damn
received
it.
this anonymously, totally
oh
anonymous.
my god.
Even I don't know who sends this in. Pretty sure they use a burner account or something.
Huge clown penis.
Allison, stop. No
We got
more.
that. Now, all right. Will this make you happier, Mikey? I actually
we never
have.
do it again?
Huh?
If we never do this again, yeah, that'd make me happy.
We're done till next week. I have a submission for the humpback fucking redneck thing, whatever it's called.
The Huckleberry Humphrey Hillbilly Hoedown, yes.
Yeah.
You have a submission for it?
Yeah. This one got sent to me, but I really think it works a little bit better for that one. So I'm gonna send that now.
Oh my god.
A listener sent this in. It is Tony Danza wearing a, what is that fucking thing?
It's an AI not knowing how to properly make overalls.
Okay, yeah, Tony Danza wearing overalls, sort of.
It's an
and it says,
approximation of Tony Danza wearing overalls.
Yeah, with the caption says Tony Danza heard there was a hoedown.
This doesn't count. It's just another dance. It's not a Huckleberry.
No,
Humphrey.
that's the humpy hump thing. Whatever
No,
it is.
it's not. You just slipped in another fucking dance.
Another one.
No, clearly it talks about a hoedown. I mean, that's the hillbilly thing.
Kiss my ass. No more next week. All right.
Yeah, all right, no more till next week. Sure.
No. The till does not exist in the sentence. No more next week.
Okay, got you, boss. No more till next week. I'm serious, Mikey. We're done.
I do have a slight Huckleberry Humphrey Hillbilly Hoedown.
Oh,
I don't have any more memes. I'll
We're
be honest
getting
with you.
double Huckleberry this week.
No, we're
I know,
not.
right? When's that happen?
I got like quadruple dance it or whatever it was. That's all that happened. I don't have any memes. I'm out. Again, this segment is not as popular as the Gabagool.
Well, I got one. I submitted a meme for it.
No,
It
you
was sent to
didn't.
me.
But
That's what. That would have been the power move: is to get a burner account and submit that anonymously to Mikey.
Funny. I'd be so proud to. Like, oh look, someone else doing it.
I wish I had thought of that, Cat.
Funny. But this actually has something to do with the Texas Chainsaw game. And the reason
Okay.
I bring it up is because in the middle of playing this game, I stopped and went, that should be on Huckleberry Humphrey Hillbilly Hoedown. I don't know what it does, so I can't explain it, but apparently to give electric to one of the I don't even know what it is, steel door, wire trap, whatever the hell this thing does, it provides power to, something within the game. They use a fucking car battery.
Oh yeah.
That's some redneck shit.
Yeah. I think when it comes to redneck engineering, the car battery is probably a core element.
Yeah.
Right? Like I feel like the car battery probably comes in a lot.
It has to.
amazed. That was the most hillbilly shit I ever seen. But forget about the
Yeah.
cannibals running around eating people. That's some hillbilly shit. They have a broken down, rotted out car. No interior in it, nothing. Outside the house with a brand new car battery in it. And wires running from this car battery to the house. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, I feel like that has to be a staple of like in every a tool that every redneck engineer,
The car
has used
battery.
at some point.
That was amazing. But yeah, no meme. I literally stopped and thought of you. I was like, I gotta remember this till Rob.
All right.
I think it was on Cops or I forget what I seen it on. There was literally a motherfucker who was running electric into his house from his car battery. He was a squatter. And he
Oh,
would bring the car in to pull some electricity in the fucking
wow.
house.
I feel like that would drain the battery pretty quick, wouldn't it?
It
I mean,
would.
Batteries aren't.
It would. But
Yeah.
he's a squatter, man.
I mean, I guess unless you left the car running, would the alternator put out enough of a charge to keep things going?
it wasn't much. He had a couple things, but he
Okay.
had it. He had it though.
Yeah.
He wasn't in there with everything on, but he had I think he had a microwave hooked up or something, or I forget what else. But he had it pretty hooked up for a car
pretty
battery.
impressive.
Yeah. All right, that's enough. This is getting out of hand now. No more Gabagool, no more Huckleberry. We're done with that for now, and we're done with the Danza shit permanently.
Right until next week. Yeah, it's done.
No, not until next week.
It's here's the thing. That is an award-winning segment.
Yeah.
It just hasn't gotten an award yet.
We're going to take a really quick break, and we will be right back with this week's Patreon pick, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Jesus Christ, man.
Well, I don't even know why you're so upset. I submitted one for the Humpy thing, the redneck thing.
He didn't. I don't have the Patreon tab open, do I? Oh, I do. I don't have the right thing open, though, do I? No.
Not prepared.
I know, imagine.
If you just spent 5 or 10 minutes.
That's right, 5 or 10 minutes, and this could be all ready to go, Mike.
You
Come
can
on.
kiss my ass, you. Henry, Portrait of the Serial Killer is a Patreon pick. Every month, like I said earlier, patrons get a say in our movie topic for that week. You said, Rob, this was the worst one. There was a weird combination of nominations in this go around, and Rob doesn't know how to work the Patreon, so we're gonna go through them right now, right, Rob?
Yes.
Okay. From Will, the newest of the Patreon.
Will the Thrill, we call him.
Ooh, nickname Will, nice.
Nice.
There's no balls in it though.
No. Will the Ball Thrill. That doesn't sound good, does it? We'll just go back to the thrill.
That went from pretty cool to fuck. Sorry, Will. He had Boogeyman 2 from 2007.
And here's the thing about that. I appreciate Will signing up for the Patreon, and
yes,
we appreciate the support and everything. But I was hoping like hell this didn't win.
I would have been okay with this one.
In my brain, there's no way I could watch Boogeyman 2 without having watched Boogeyman 1, and I did not want to watch either one of them, let alone both of them. So I'm glad it did not win.
Okay.
See, I'm not a fan of Boogeyman, but I've already seen it, so I was completely fine with this pick.
Yeah, see, I would have to sit through both of them, and
that would be rough for like a single week. I agree.
Yeah.
Maybe watch Boogeyman this week or like in the next couple of weeks, so that if Boogeyman 2 gets picked, you can space them out.
Maybe.
Fair enough. Miki put up House Shark 2017. Did not want
So
this
good.
to win.
Yeah, I was pulling for this. I have not seen House Shark. So pulling for this one, but it didn't come through.
That's why your shoulder hurt. No, I didn't want this. I didn't want this to win at all. No.
10 out of 10 choice, Miki.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like it.
Miki always comes through with good stuff. Miki just sent me a recommendation for a movie that I'm looking forward to checking out too.
Miki recommends good stuff.
Yeah, I would tell you what it was, but I don't remember at the moment.
Fair enough. Nesto, Nesto told me again, man, I was gonna watch the shark movie. Oh no, Kat, I think you did it.
Huh?
You had something to do with that tweet.
What?
Yeah, you did. Nesto put up Triangle from 2009. Never seen this one.
Good pick.
I like that movie.
Okay. All right, Nesto trying to do nice. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it's a good pick. That's a solid pick. It's a confusing movie if I remember right, but I enjoyed it.
Nesto's just trying to be sneaky though. He didn't care if that won. He's setting up. The long con is what Nesto's doing. He's just putting up movies that are, mid-tier to good, so they fly under the radar. I'm watching you, Nesto. Nick once again put up Night of the Demons, the movie that I fell asleep on during a stream with like 100 people in.
Not a huge fan of this movie. I know it's beloved, but it's just not one that I've ever really been much. I just haven't liked. I just don't like it that much.
Maybe Nick wants to find out what we think, man.
Could be.
Obviously,
But
yeah.
I just told you, Nick.
Well-
But on the rewatch, sometimes,
Yeah, sometimes the rewatches get us.
sometimes the rewatch will flip me on a movie. And I haven't seen this one a lot. I think I've only seen it a couple of times because I don't like it, so I don't revisit it.
Fair. Jinx put up Skinamarink 2022.
I know, Jinx. Patreon rankings are coming up, buddy. And you are screwing the pooch, pal.
There was a note with this pick. It said, torture Rob with an awful movie.
Yeah, it's not a movie. We can't even review it on the show because it's not a movie.
Oh, we
I'm
could
at a
review it.
weird place with Skinamarink because I thought it would be very funny if it won, but also that will be my third time having watched Skinamarink, and that might be too much. Even though I think I'm the most forgiving of it as an art piece, I don't know if I want to watch it a third time.
So it came up during Greg's live stream today.
Yeah.
Tonight. And someone said it best when they said it may have actually been Miki. Miki was in there. But whoever it was said it best when they said it's not a movie, it's a slideshow. And I said, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a slideshow with somebody whispering in the background.
I kind of wish it would have
Yeah.
won. I
Fucking
commend you,
terrible.
Jinx. Great pick.
Yeah, it can win.
It
if
would have been
wins.
very
We're-
funny if it won, though.
We're
is
not
the
reviewing
thing.
it because it's not a movie.
Oh,
do
we
movies
can
on the
review
show.
it. We can review it.
No, we can't. It's not a movie.
We came very close to reviewing it 2 weeks ago.
Not me. I only do movies.
Not me. Oh shit. All right. Greg, bodies.
This movie sucks. I'm glad I didn't win.
Yeah, I'm really not looking forward. I know eventually I'm going to have to see Bodies, but I don't want to.
I'm surprised Greg nominated that. I would thought that would be the Alley nomination because it has Pete Davidson in it.
Ugh.
It was on Greg's top movie list though at this Horror Life for
Was it?
2023. Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible movie.
You know, see, this is why the patrons do what they do, partly because, like, they're trying to be nice, and then, well, some of them, they're trying to be nice, and then you just, I hate that. No, bad pick. It's like, they're like, all right, well, then fuck you, Skinamarink.
It's a terrible movie.
All right, you had more to say about Skinamarink than you did Night of the Demons.
I will throw this out there though. I wouldn't have been like I was kind of relieved that Bodies didn't win, but it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world because I'm already resigned to the fact that one day I will watch this movie. Like,
Yeah.
it just feels inevitable, you know?
Amber's pick was Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yeah.
That should have won because that
That should have
movie
won.
that movie rocks balls.
That's messed up, Amber. Messed up.
No.
And Allie, Little Miss Huge Clown Penis.
Huge clown penis.
Troll 2, 1990.
Which Horror Court.
Oh shit, that was over.
Allie had a fantastic pick, and you are bribing patrons.
Whoa! Hold the phone here first. I was hoping we could skate right out, but I'm not gonna lie. I was
Nope.
kind of.
I don't even know what's going on here.
You don't read our chat.
This wasn't in our chat.
Yes, it was. All right, fine. You know what? Since you want to lay it all out on the table,
Yeah.
what had happened was I did something Allie didn't like. Allie claimed she had a good movie ready to go. And I had unfortunate timing of pissing off both Chris and Allie on the day where, you know, the nominations were going to start for the Patreon pick. Very poor choice on my end. I agree.
Bad call. Yeah.
Very,
don't do that.
very unfortunate. But I did something to Allie throughout the day, and she literally said, "Okay, bet." And I got a notification on my phone that someone put something on the Patreon, and Allie put up, what was it?
Velocipaster.
Velocipaster.
We could have been watching Velocipaster
Movie
this
is fucking incredible.
and Mikey changed the scale. He got involved.
No,
To
Mikey,
Troll 2, Mikey?
Mikey didn't
Yeah.
do anything.
That was the best deal you could cut for yourself was Troll 2?
You made a deal. You swung a deal. And then we're relieved that Troll 2 was an option instead of Velocipaster. Have you even seen it?
Look, no, I have not
It's
seen it.
amazing.
No. I'm trying to keep it that way for as long as possible. Came real close this week. So what happened was I didn't do anything. I didn't propose anything. I called her an asshole for it. That I agreed. She knew what she was doing. And you know, what happened after that was Allie listened to our Patreon show, and she heard our conversation about the middle names, and she said, "Well, what's your middle name?" Because I didn't say it on the show, and I told her I'm not going to tell her. Because I forget why. Oh, because of Velocipaster. So I'm like, no, fuck you. I'm not going to. I would have told her, but fuck you now. I'm not going to tell you. So she was so like trying to guess. I'm not going to tell her. So she said, all right, how about this? I'll change my pick if you tell me your middle name. Okay. How do I not take that? Not bribe. She bribed me. I'm a victim here.
And this is a bad deal on Allie's part because I already told everybody your middle name right there on that episode. I said it's Mikey Bartholomew Bones.
My middle name is not Bartholomew.
Is not?
I can't stand you, man. But no, Kat, Rob, be honest here and objective. I didn't do anything wrong. I was offered something. And to be fair, my actions caused Allie to change her pick from Troll 2 to Velocipaster in the first place.
Well,
so where you land?
Well, okay, but important information here. Very important context. It is Mikey's skewed hatred of fun that led Allie to believe that Troll 2 is a better pick for this show than Velocipaster, which is the real crime.
That is true. Now, here's the thing. I believe very deeply in the sanctity of the patron selection and voting process. And I do feel like you tampered with it, Mikey. And that hurts me. So we have to do Velocipaster next week now.
Well, no, Kat gets a pick next week.
I picked Velocipaster.
Kat already announced her pick. I don't know if we're allowed to go back on those things. The episode's out already.
Now, but also, I will say this. First of all, if your middle name isn't Bartholomew, which is stunning because I thought that's what it was, then it has to be something like Antony or Vinny or some bullshit anyway. So this isn't like a big secret.
Did you hear that, Kat?
I did hear that.
I was just slandered in the middle of court. Court.
Yeah.
If you're going to cut a deal for a better movie than Troll 2.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't make the deal. I was offered. I had nothing to do with this negotiations. I just accepted. Allie did kind of say afterwards, she said, well, I didn't say it was going to be replaced with a good movie. So, but I would much rather watch Troll 2 than Velocipaster. So
that's the real heart of the issue, is that like I don't have a problem with Troll 2, but it is nowhere near as good. The quality of movie on Slasher Radio is declining because Mikey refuses to have fun with movies like Velocipaster.
I picked the Lexicon, okay? I mean, I like fun. It's just that Killer Donuts, I love. That was a great movie.
That's a fun movie.
That was a pleasant surprise. We had fun with that.
It looked good.
Regarding Troll 2, I'm glad it didn't win for the same reasons I'm glad Boogeyman 2 didn't win. I did not want to have to sit through Troll and Troll 2 all in the same week.
You and I have that same kind of, we have to watch things chronologically. And I know that if someone told me this, it wouldn't help. But as someone that has seen Troll, start with Troll 2.
Yes, I've been told this by people before. The thing is, my brain is not going to allow that to happen.
I understand, which is how I ended up watching Troll, but I feel compelled to give you that warning.
That's the downside to this whole patron pick thing is at some point, I know some asshat's going to pick the 4th installment in a franchise that I haven't seen any of, and I'm going to have to sit through a bunch of fucking dumb movies.
Anyway, we need Velocipaster on the docket as Mikey's punishment for this.
I didn't do anything, though.
Next time we don't pick a movie.
Rob, help me here. Like, you gotta admit,
I didn't Velocipaster.
It's not like I put it out there and said, "Hey," and again, my actions curved it in the first place. We would have got Troll 2 to begin with.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, Mikey. I
didn't do nothing.
I can't. It would be if someone had said to me, "Tell me your middle name, and I'll change the movie I nominated." If they nominated something I really didn't want to watch, I might be inclined to go with that way too. Maybe, I don't know, because I have more integrity than you, clearly. So, I don't know.
All right, well, that was it. Obviously, we have EyeRChris. I think we had a list somewhere. I don't remember where it is now, but EyeRChris might have the most wins. Or
seems
Greg.
like he's won a lot.
Greg and Greg. It's been a drought for Chris, though. I'll say that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Allie had 2 in a row.
Yeah, Allie's streak is done. Thank God. Yeah, Allie's streak is done. Allie had a hell of a month.
Yeah, and now we've got Allie Month Part 2 upon us. So
no, there is no Allie Month Part 2. There was no Allie Month Part 1.
Well,
so we're can't have Part 2 without Part 1. We were just talking about that.
So you're saying we need to start over and have Part 1 and then Part 2.
Why do you hate me, Kat? What did I do, man? What?
You don't like Velocipaster, and I feel like that speaks for itself.
It's not even so much to me that you don't like Velocipaster. It's that you've already predetermined you don't like Velocipaster
I
before seeing
know.
a frame of the movie.
I know I'm not going to like
You
Velocipaster.
you can't possibly know that. Do you even know what it's about?
I don't care. I
All right.
know I won't like it.
It's
If I
called
do, I'll be honest.
Velocipaster.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like it.
Oh.
I can't even think of the last Chris. Oh, actually, no, Chris wasn't that long. Chris had a little drought, but it wasn't this
Oh,
recent.
did he choose Belko Experiment?
He did.
He did, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, he did. So this one, Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, we're talking about tonight, is much stronger to me than Pelko Experiment. I really liked this movie. I didn't. It's not a movie that's easy to watch because they did things so well. So I don't. Uh, it's one of those weird ones for me, but I liked it.
When we get to the Portnoys, I'll probably talk about it a little bit more. This was a hard one to rank because it is one that I've seen before. I think this is the third time I've seen it. I don't rewatch it often because it's not a pleasant movie, but it is very well done.
Extreme.
Which is what makes it unpleasant. That's what they
Yeah.
were going for. They nailed it. I was a little bit worried to sit down and watch it because there are movies like this that you kind of have to be in the right frame of mind for. And I was pleasantly surprised, I guess, that it was there was a day this week where it was like I kind of was in the right headspace to be watching this. Sometimes, like with House, we have learned that doesn't always, like mood movies are hard to watch for the show, but
Okay.
Yeah. I
Evolving.
said at the top of the show, the patrons hate me, and that's why they picked this movie. What I meant by that was exactly what you guys said. This movie
Ah.
is grimy and gross, and much like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, how you can feel the heat and the dust and just the disgustingness of
Mhm.
the whole thing. I have that same visceral reaction to this movie where I can just feel how disgusting everything is.
Yeah.
I have seen this movie. So I watched it once a number of years ago and I went, all right, that was good. And I'm never going to watch it again. And then 2-3 years ago, I don't remember when, Joe Bob had it on his show. And I went, all right, it's been a while. I can probably watch it, sit through this. Joe Bob will have some interesting things to say about it. And it ended. And I went, I'm never going to watch that again. And now here we are. So I've seen this movie that I was never going to watch again for 3 fucking times. Yeah, this movie is unpleasant isn't a strong enough word. I find this movie flat out upsetting to watch.
It's upsetting to watch, and also you mentioned that it has kind of that same griminess as Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but one thing that I think it's really important to mention, I don't want to call it levity that Texas Chainsaw Massacre has, but there's something like still enjoyable about it.
Mhm.
Henry does not have that.
No, this movie's
Whatever you want to
unrelenting.
call that word that Texas Chainsaw Massacre has that makes you want to put it on and rewatch it from time to time,
Mhm.
not here.
No, this movie is absolutely unrelentingly bleak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has no soul, man. It has no soul. But it's the situations they put you in. Okay. This kind of goes to how well they did so many different things. A problem I had, and quote unquote problem, but when they're sitting down at the table, the scene with Henry and what's her name, and Becky, love that name, and scumbag Otis goes away, and it's just them sitting at the table. She got into a lot of personal shit really fast,
Yeah.
and that was kind of like, it was weird that it went right to the point like that and got there so fast. But damn, man, when she started talking, I got lost in that story. And then Henry started talking. And you get lost in that story. And it's like, dude, they set such a dark tone there. And it was crazy.
The performances, and yeah, this is one where the performances really do kind of carry it, because a lot of this is just, especially through the middle, a lot of it is just people talking, but it's so much more unsettling than so much other stuff, you know?
Yeah, I didn't take a whole lot of notes from this movie. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's hard to.
Yeah, but it is the performances are absolutely what work in this movie. Michael Rooker is fantastic as Henry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a absolutely amazing performance that he gave. And all of them. I mean, it's not a very big cast. You've got sort of 3 core characters, and then just sort of other people who are around them that aren't usually don't last very long. And all 3 of them are tremendous in the movie, and that's what makes it so great. And I do think these characters are just the worst human beings on ever imaginable. They're just fucking terrible, and you don't want to spend any time with them. But there is also something sort of that draws you into their stories a little bit, like you were talking about when they're talking, Mikey, at the table, and talking about
Portrayal,
growing
yeah.
up and talking about their past. That it does draw you in this weird sort of way. It's such a hard film to watch because it doesn't. There's never there's nothing to chuckle about. There's nothing that ever alleviates that tension of the movie or the overall just just absolute bleakness that lives over the world that these people are in. But the performances, they sell that 100% of the way through.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, like, even when Otis starts, like, fucking telling his sister to dance and change her shirt, like, it came from out of nowhere. And it was just like this movie had a lot of holy shit factor to it. I just can't say enough at how, and they didn't have like this movie had $110,000 budget. You know, it had a little bit of money, but didn't have a ton. Like, dude,
I'm not trying
that's
to blow up my facts here, Mikey.
oh, I'm sorry. Uh, it, but they didn't have like in that scene, in really any scene, they didn't have anything to work with but the character. I mean, don't get me wrong, the dingy, dark set, the sets, and they were very dingy and dark, and they helped too. But they were so simple, very simple. They were dirty and they were done very well, but they were very simple. Like, it was just the 3 of them in a small kitchen. And
Mhm.
they set a mood like that, man. Like, it's just a mood movie, like we've been talking about it.
Yeah,
Little shit like that hit
it's
harder.
shot very well.
Yeah.
They do a really good job at capturing the more unsettling side of Chicago.
Mhm.
When they're out, on the street or any place. There's only one scene where they kind of don't, and that is when the sister's looking for a job and she's downtown.
Yeah.
But the rest of the movie really captures just that sort of, the not the nicer. This isn't Ferris Bueller's Chicago,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Like those shots where he's driving through the fucking city and
Mhm.
they got them in the rear view. Dude, that was crazy, man. That was genius.
And you said unsettling, which I think is just such a perfect word for this movie. There's something, especially, there were a couple points where I noticed it. In the beginning, I think is a good one. You see your first couple of kills for this, and the way that they line up the like stills of the bodies with the screaming
Mhm.
is just like, it's not something that we see often, and this isn't a movie that uses a lot of like artistic tricks like that, but you get to see there's a very high body count right off the bat. There are a lot of like kind of inventive, not inventive, but like there's a wide variety of kills in the beginning, and we haven't really seen any of them, but in a way that makes them a lot worse.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing that they do. Normally, when you're watching a horror movie and the kills happen off screen, and then we see the body later, it's kind of a letdown, right? You're like, oh,
Yeah.
in a way, it's disappointing. But the way they did this, and I don't know if this was budgetary or whatever, but they found an interesting way to do that, in that they've shown us the aftermath of the murders, But then, like you said, there's the sounds of the screams and everything, almost like you can hear the sound of, what was happening while this person was being murdered. And it's extremely unsettling. It's one of the creepiest things ever.
Yeah.
It's in this movie, there's no lead into this movie. You immediately starts just seeing dead
It
bodies.
starts there.
Yeah.
Like you were thrown into the deep end of this movie, and there's no time to, get your bearing. You're just out there, fucking swim or drown.
Yeah.
And
And-
the other scene that I thought was, I'm going kind of out of order here. I also didn't take a lot of notes. The other scene that I think is really unsettling is where they're sitting on the couch watching their film that they've made.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't thought to put Texas Chainsaw Massacre in here, but it does have, now that you've brought it up, it does kind of have some of those similarities, because there's just something that's so casual
Mhm.
about the death that's going on in screen. And because this movie is a little bit more down to earth in a lot of ways, that just hits in a way that's really deeply disturbing.
Yeah. On Dummies of Horror, Tim Davis used to do a thing called Question of the Week. And one of the questions of the week was, at one point in time, something about what's the most unsettling scene you've ever seen in a horror movie, something like that. And this is the one that I picked.
Yeah.
That scene in particular, that home invasion that you watch play out on the screen while they're just sitting there like they're watching a fucking football game or something,
Yeah.
is to me probably the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. That is the reason that I never wanted to watch this movie again.
Yeah,
And then they put it on again. And
Yeah.
you're just like, oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, at one point, towards the end of the movie, we come back to the apartment and Otis is falling asleep, and that's what he fell asleep watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just what the fuck, man.
Yeah, man.
And it's
That was crazy.
there are just so many layers there, especially because Otis at that point, not that I was ever like, woo, Otis, like he's not a character that you root for.
Right.
The closest thing that the movie has to that is probably Becky.
Mhm.
And she's also not great, to put it lightly. But like there was up until that scene, there's kind of a point where you think of Otis not as a good guy, but as like someone who's being led along into this, like he doesn't seem like the instigator. So I
Yeah.
think the fact that he falls asleep specifically to
Yeah, I
that,
think
and
that
that he's so enamored with the tape is like just kind of that extra level of like, oh no.
Yeah, I think you see the journey of Otis's character through this, because I do think at the beginning he is sort of led along. He
Yeah.
freaks out when the first time they kill people.
He does. And there's
Um,
also like there's another corruption with him also, where again, you're never like, oh, I'm impressed by what a good guy Otis is. Like he doesn't start there, but he does, like when he comes to give Becky that first ride, like you're not really sure what their relationship is.
mhm.
And you can tell that they've come from a broken home, and there's kind of that part of you that's like it's impressive that a brother would be looking out for her like this given the circumstances. And then, obviously as the movie goes on and their arc progresses, he gets progressively worse.
Yeah, yeah.
In
You
a
do
way that
see
was
him get led into the murder things by Henry.
Yeah.
I just think that he's led there and finds that he likes it.
Yeah.
Which is it's troubling.
Yeah, and all of it's so off-putting because of how it when you're watching it, it feels like you're watching something real.
Yeah.
And I guess that has to
does.
do with the way it's shot, the way the film looks or whatever, because it just feels so like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it just feels so visceral, like it's you're watching something that's really happening. You can almost put yourself in that disgusting fucking kitchen. And it's I don't know, that's part of the reason it's so disturbing, I think.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. When he started playing that tape again,
Mhm.
even Henry was like, "What are you doing?" He's like,
Yeah,
"I
he
wanna
was
watch it."
backing it up, and then he was watching it in slow motion.
Casual.
Yeah.
I want to watch it again. Like like he made it like obviously, yeah, I want to watch it again. What do you mean? Yeah, dude, the reality of it, like that felt like someone you were sitting next to on the couch answering you about something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it was so real, man. So real. And that scene was so powerful because they hit you with the home invasion, which was wild enough as it was. Like that felt super real. That made you cringe. That made me, I was sitting there going, "Oh my god," because Otis just got progressively worse
Mm-hmm.
as that scene went on in itself. So you got to digest that, and then they hit you with the two of them on the couch. I was like, "Damn, man!" Like how I just felt about that. You like it? Like they leveled it up so well, and it fucking powerful, man, powerful. And you know they had a moment of like with the fucking big dude in the electronic garage. You know, like that was it was progression, but they also had a little fun in that scene. So they did have like even something, a sliver of it in there, and even that looked fucking great. It looked real. All the effects in this movie looked phenomenal. The little bit they had here and there, like the blood was perfect. It was the right amount. It was a lot, but it was nowhere near too much. It was realistic. It was all like they did everything well.
So there is one shot of the effects that I don't think was up to par, but I think
Let's
that
talk about
mostly
that. Yeah.
because all of the other effects, like it's one of those movies where they did kind of make the most of what they had. And overall, you brought up the blood. The blood looks so good in
Mhm.
this movie.
Oh yeah. Were you talking about the scene with the eye stab at the end?
No, that actually wasn't
Oh,
the scene.
okay.
Um,
Which one?
it's in the beginning. There's a I I should have this is one of the if I should have taken any notes, this was the one because it's like I think the only moment in the movie that really bothered me, but they have like all the different bodies that they're showing. And there's the one in like the bathroom, I think,
Mm-hmm.
uh where it's very clearly a mannequin.
The one with the
And
bottle through the head?
yes.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't well, I don't
And,
remember. I was just
and that was the one and it's not really on them because I there is sort of that like otherness, I think, when you're looking at like bodies,
Mm-hmm.
where it kind of because there was another one, there's the woman that's like face down in the water that was also very clearly a mannequin, but I think there are some circumstances where bodies just like out of place look very unnatural, and I it was a vibe that this struck very well, I think, in pretty much all of the deaths except for there was one that did kind of stick out, and it was the bottle through the head, and I don't think that one looked quite up to par, but again, they set a really good precedent after that, so it's hard to nitpick that one mannequin and be like,
Yeah.
bad
I
effects.
I didn't think anything looked too bad. I'm pretty sure, Mikey, that the thing that stood out to me the most is the same one you're talking about. That's when
yeah,
Otis gets stuck is stuck in the eye.
And the eye
yeah.
is hollow.
Yeah, when and you just the head doesn't look real.
Yeah,
Um,
and you know what? I noticed that and I went, "Wow, that's actually pretty bad." And I went back and I freeze framed it because I'm like, "How bad was that?" Freeze framed?
mhm,
Honestly, it didn't look bad at all.
yeah. I didn't think it wasn't so bad that it took me out of the movie, really.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was just kinda like, "Oh, that, whatever."
I
I would
I
Um,
gave a little bit more, I had a little bit more patience for that one because, the budget where it was like you could tell where they had kind of worked around special effects
mhm.
issues. That was like one of the effects that we get to see in full action,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
you
looked
know?
good enough. I mean, it wasn't awful.
Yeah.
I was shocked at how good it looked freeze frame. I don't know if they cut too fast. I don't know. I mean, it didn't look real, but
Yeah.
it looked real enough
Well, you're
framed, but
not getting me to sit through this movie again to watch just to find
No,
it.
we're just trying to trick Rob into watching this for
watch the
If I have
whole
to
fourth
movie to
time.
get to the
if I have
end.
to watch this for a fourth time, that'll be as many times as I've seen Terrifier 2. Um, yeah, it did I noticed it. The
Yeah.
only time that I was kind of thrown out of the movie and wasn't sure what was going on is, there's a scene where Henry and Otis are I don't know, they're at, like, a park or something, and Otis is filming, like, 2 dudes beating the shit out of somebody,
Yeah.
I wasn't what the fuck was going on there? Like, I didn't quite understand what was happening.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I was that took me out of the movie because I just was like, what is happening here? What is you know?
He
They're
had a
playing with the new camera.
Yeah, but I don't
I don't know.
like they just randomly found people who just wanted to beat the shit out of each other. I didn't understand it. I was like, what is going on here? Because we see him playing, and once they get the camera, he's playing with the camera constantly until it breaks.
I noticed that too. And I feel like it was just for him to get out whatever he needed to get out, the rules on how to do, all that. But I honestly, when I seen it, I was like, that, I'm confused here. What the hell's going on? But I
Right.
get why they're getting it in. Dude, they should have just played that over like one of the scenes where them riding around. They could
Right,
have just
yeah.
played him saying
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they could have done it
Yeah.
there. I didn't quite I mean, I guess,
It was placed kind of awkwardly.
It was
yeah.
important enough where it should have been there, but yeah, that because I guess they wanted to show, like Kat said, he just or like he's just playing with the camera all the time. Like, okay, but
And I
that's
think
gotta
there's
make
kind
sense.
of I don't know if this is why they did it, but for me, the scene kind of adds that like when you have a camera, when you're just like playing around with new stuff, there is something to be said about like what kinds of things you focus on.
Yeah.
And I think just the fact that it like caught their attention, and this is kind of what they're bonding, I guess, over there.
Yeah.
It did have that same kind of unsettling feel.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, it adds to the feeling that, like, they live in this world where there's just nothing but violence. I mean, they just happen to randomly find 2 dudes beating the shit out of some guy,
yeah.
I don't know, it's weird, but I guess it's not all that weird, right? If you're on social media, fucking half the videos are people fighting at a Walmart.
You're gonna
Yeah.
be in one of those one day.
I might around here. God damn. No, here's the absolute most annoying thing about having moved down here. No one is in a hurry ever. People are just
Yeah.
moseying along throughout their fucking day. And I'm just trying to get my grocery shopping done so I can get home.
Yeah. Man, I don't know, guys. This thing, I mean, let's talk about the rape scene. Uh,
I will say so about that.
mhm,
It's very uncomfortable. It's very hard to watch.
of
I do
course.
feel like they found that line because there are a lot of movies with scenes like that that I think have been gratuitous. Sometimes that's the point of them. I
Yeah.
think this one found that line of like, we need to make people as uncomfortable as possible with this scene, but I don't think they went like way overboard with it like they
Yes.
could have.
Yes.
Um, I think that watching it sucks. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I think that they did a good job of not making that part feel exploitative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is funny because the entire movie is really kind of exploitative.
Yeah.
um, so it's weird that's where they chose to kind of hold back. I'm glad that they chose to hold back because I didn't need to see what I saw, let alone more of it.
Right.
But it does feel weird to me.
Yeah, and the thing because yes, I agree. It had enough there to make you like out loud said, "Holy shit!" They didn't have to go as far as they could have because they did it well. Like, I mean, nobody wants that in a movie. Nobody wants to even mention it in a movie, let alone see it. But it, for what they were doing, it made sense for it to be there. It almost had to be there with the way things were, going in that situation. So I get it. But they set it up so well that they didn't have to go over the way they had a calm scene they had a good scene with, Henry and Becky about to, they're falling for each other, whatever the story is. And they're about to get it on. It's like, okay, wow, look at this positivity kind of somehow a little bit.
Mhm.
And then they hit you with the awkwardness and then that quiet, like he's walking down the street. It's quiet, nice, calm interaction at the gas station. You just see some lady talks to her about her dog. Doesn't even kill her. Thought about it, could have, didn't.
Mhm.
And then, bam! It came out of no. The way they calmed you down and then hit you with that out of nowhere was even worse than what you've seen. You know, the setup for it and the impact of it, you know, they didn't have to go any further. They achieved what they wanted to achieve in every
Yeah.
fashion.
Yeah, I forgot that that was the build up to that scene was
Yeah,
Otis
man.
cock blocking him when he was.
Yeah, what a scumbag on
Yeah.
top of everything else. Yeah, piece of
Well,
shit.
although I will say that a nice calm interaction at the gas station. I don't know because that guy's like, "How about them bears?" And he's like, "Fuck the bears."
Yeah, but for him, that's calm,
For
man.
him,
Which is,
yeah.
which is a
yeah.
great fucking line, by the way. I really like that line.
Yeah, fuck the bears. The bears. Fuck them. But no, man, they didn't have to. And like the acting during that scene, yeah, it was just as good as everything else. Like it was all it was unfortunately realistic, and you know that's the impact they were looking for, and it's just
Unfortunately, realistic should have been the tagline of this.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the,
Well,
that's the sad
did you
part,
see
yeah.
the tagline for
I
the
did
movie?
see the tagline for this
No, what is
movie.
it?
It's I'm paraphrasing, I'm sure, because I'm not going to nail it exactly, but it's like he's not Freddy, he's not Jason, he's real.
Dude, that's
Oh, that's
yeah.
not the one I had seen.
Oh, what was the one you saw?
I I saw the one that was the shocking. Wait, is that what the shockingly true story of Henry Lee Lucas?
Oh, I did not see that one. No.
That was the one that I saw while I
Okay.
was looking up stuff today.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah, he's not Freddy, he's not Jason, he's real.
That's the fucked up part of it, man.
And when you had said earlier that you were that the whole film was exploitative in nature, I assumed that was the thing you were referring
That's
to.
exactly what I was talking about. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that
Yeah, that is
tagline,
another.
it's one of
Yeah,
those
another
things
one.
that, like, you know, the movie, you know, is about that. But then I saw that on the poster and I was like, oh boy, no, right? Like,
Yeah. So here are the taglines. They had 4 different ones. The shocking true story of Henry Lee Lucas. He's not Freddy, he's not Jason, he's real. Yeah, I killed my mama.
The-
oh
And
God.
before the Silence of the Lambs comes the most highly acclaimed and controversial film of the year.
Sounds the Lambs, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Not a horror movie though.
Mhm.
I mean, at least not as horror as 7.
Yeah, okay.
So the sister goes downtown. She's looking for a job. She comes back and she talks about this fancy thing that she got. And it turns out this fancy thing that she bought herself was a white T-shirt that says "I Heart Chicago."
Yeah.
And that stood out to me as being weird for the longest time. And then it dawned on me that it's really not weird, but it's just a further way to sort of show us the world that these people live in. That is the
Yeah.
fanciest thing she could think of was a white fucking T-shirt that says "I Heart Chicago."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking
Yeah.
sad, right?
Yeah.
Like this movie is just fucking sad.
Yeah.
And it kind of like it's that thing where it's like you don't really, you're not exactly rooting for Becky, but you do feel sorry for her. And it's because of just a lot of little moments like that where you're just kind of like you're
think
kind
that
of upset on her behalf.
if there is a sympathetic character in this movie, it's Becky.
It is.
Like, you know, she is the most a victim of her circumstances than anyone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, if you made it this far, whatever, but spoilers galore. This is, you know, we're going to talk about the end. Becky dies.
Yeah.
That was wild, man.
Yeah. Again, it's just so fucking bleak. There's nothing about this movie that could be misconstrued as fun or happy or enjoyable. You know, but let's be honest. Had the movie ended with her and Henry driving off to California to live on a fucking horse farm or whatever, that would have sucked.
It would have really sucked. And that's it's one thing that I really, really love about this movie is because I think there is that, like when you're telling any kind of story, like any kind of narrative, there's a desire to kind of romanticize it for the public.
Yeah.
and this was going in that direction, and they had built it up in a way where not where I would have forgiven it, that would have been a shit ending regardless, like, if they had driven off together, but they set it up in a way where you could have, like, at least pointed to it because Becky's so open with him, they have that conversation, she shares her life, he confesses something to her, he doesn't, like, tell on her to Otis, they have, like it's a very unusual bond because it's a very unusual circumstance, they're very, like, different characters, but they do have a bond that is established, so
Mhm.
when there's that whole, like, "Yeah, I guess I love you" thing, you kind of are expecting it to be one of those, like, dumb movie endings, where it's implied that they don't live happily ever after, like, obviously, he's not gonna send for the kid, you can kinda tell he's lying to her already at that point,
Yeah.
but, like, there's that false sense of hope, and I the first time I saw this, kind of thought that was the note it was going to end on, and then you see that trunk, and it's like, they went the most realistic, like,
Right. Yeah, I
she
think
was never gonna fix him.
right. I guess, it's not really a happy ending if even if they do go to the fucking farm and live together, right? Because at the end of the
Right.
day, this is the best this woman can do is this fucking guy. There's nothing happy about that. But I I think at this point, by the end of the movie, these characters and this world that you've created have gone so far that that can't be how the movie ends.
Yeah.
Becky has to be murdered at the end. Now she have to be murdered and discarded on the side of the road as she is? That's pretty fucking bleak.
He was even more soulless than they were leading on, man, and they led him down a fucking hell of a path. But even when you thought there maybe was gonna be something, dude, no.
And
He knew.
yeah, and it wasn't I think there's we keep throwing the word bleak around, but there's something so heartbreaking about the fact it's not a fight. She doesn't try to get him to change. It's not,
No,
like an escalation of something. They go to
no.
sleep, and then the next you see of her, and you don't even get to see her. Like they don't address it. It's
No.
just
They made you feel like she didn't need a dress. It didn't
yeah.
matter. She was just another one. Like, yeah, she thought there was hope there, and the viewer might have thought they were no, he knew all along. There was no need to waste time. He had that was it. She was Otis was gone, so now he doesn't have to deal with her anymore. And now she's gone. That was it. There was no other thought in his mind. And that's crazy, man. Michael Rooker, I've said several times on this show that I will only address him as Merle. I will not do that this episode. Dude, honestly, like, what a fucking performance.
Yeah, his performance is everybody's good in this movie.
Yeah, but he was
I
above and beyond.
yeah, I mean, I would go so far as to say the other 2 are great in this movie also, but
Yeah.
his
Yeah,
performance is just amazing.
yeah, Otis, dude. I mean, we're talking about the character so much, it even hurts to give credit to the actor because he became that character, man. Like, it was so fucking he was him. And it was so real and dirty, and he made you hate him so much. But, I didn't, I forget who that actor was, but man, what a job. What a job. Chris, bravo, man. Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris has been saying that he's been being nice this year, and God damn it, he came and threw the hammer down and said, "I'm being nice. Look."
Yeah.
Except for to Rob,
Yeah.
apparently.
But in defense of Chris, there's no way he could have known that this is the movie I've declared I never wanna watch again.
Yeah. You can't
Um
really declare things like that on the show unless you are prepared to watch them again
Right, and I don't
anyway.
think I've ever said it on the show, it's just something I've said to myself, I never wanna watch this fucking movie again. That's why when Mikey told me what won, if you remember, my next message was, "Oh boy."
Yeah.
Chris is in your walls, man. He wasn't lying. He's in your thoughts and everything. Um, yeah, this thing was it was tough, man. Do we want to get to reviews and whatnot,
Yeah, I
or
will
Yeah.
say, thankfully for this movie, it's a tough watch, but the runtime helps. It's only like 80
yes,
something minutes. It's
that's all it needed.
yeah.
Genius. They didn't waste time with other bullshit. They didn't build the fucking story between Rooker and Becky. None of it. Didn't need it.
Yeah, we don't see. We get like you said, we see like the crime scenes where the dead bodies are at first.
Yeah.
We meet Otis, and he already knows Henry. It's not like we don't see them meeting and how they became, quote unquote friends or anything. It's already happening. We're just plopped right into this thing. And that cut a lot of stuff out that I think a lot of movies would have tried to put in.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Don't need to know how they went to jail. Don't even need to see the mother killed. Just let me think about what he did. Beautiful.
While we're talking about the kills, the one note I took, and I almost didn't read it off. One of the most disturbing scenes for me also was when he's telling her the story of how he killed his mom, and he forgets.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't remember. There's already the inconsistency because you know that he's told something different to Otis, but then, like, he has an inconsistency in his own story, and then you can just see it on his face that he doesn't remember, like, which one she was, and that was just, oh, boy.
Yeah, man. Rob, would you rather watch this or Skinamarink?
Velocipaster.
You got to pick one of the two. Which is it that bad where you'd rather sit through Skinamarink?
I will no. Skinamarink is the worst thing I've ever seen. This is not a bad movie. It's just tough to watch, and I had no interest in revisiting this. Not because it's not great, because it is a great movie. It's a great piece of filmmaking. It's just so unpleasant that I don't want to spend time with these characters that there's a sequel to this I've never seen.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spend more time with this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Do you know, though, like, I know you don't know personally, but critically, do you know if the sequel was, like, well received? Is it as good?
I do not know.
Okay.
Let's look it up real fast.
I also didn't. I knew that I found out today that there was a sequel to this, and I thought about watching it, and then it's like,
Yeah, no, I was
know.
exhausted after watching this. I wasn't going to watch the sequel, which I can't imagine it's as good.
No,
I can't imagine it's as good, but if it's, I might like to see it if it's anywhere near comparable.
Well, Michael Rooker's not in it for one.
Well, okay.
Yeah, and
that might be my answer.
Well, I can't see. This is why I hate goddamn IMDb. I can't find it. Got a 5.0 on IMDb.
Okay.
I'm guessing not enough critics reviewed it for it to have a Rotten Tomatoes score.
So actually, leading into the scores for this, we have a slasher radio movie first, which is amazing considering some of the things we've watched. This is the first time ever that I have not a single critic review on Rotten Tomatoes for a movie.
Really?
Wow.
There are 0 reviews for Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Do it.
From critics.
Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer 2, Mask of Sanity, it's called. Has not enough reviews for a tomato meter score, but a 20% audience score.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where we're at.
All right. Well, for this one, for the first one, no tomato meter officially, but we have a 71% audience score.
Wow.
And I believe Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel both gave this movie a thumbs up, which is incredible for a horror movie.
Yeah.
Those guys hated horror movies.
They did.
Wow.
IMDb gives it a 7 out of 10 also.
Damn.
So I do have a couple of reviews pulled for this. I try to find like fun reviews that are worth talking about. This isn't really a fun movie to talk about, even in reviews. I did find a couple that I thought might have some hot takes and had a little bit more levity in the review, though, to hopefully end on a slightly lighter note. I also found one that I think might be deserving of a candy bar, if you want to start with that one.
Yeah, we can start with candy bar.
Just get that one out of the way. 1 out of 10. The review is called Henry, a Putrid Portrait of a Piece of Pure Excrement.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Okay.
So we're diving into the deep end. But it does start with asterisk, spoiler alert, exclamation point, asterisk. If this film was really supposed to be an example of an in-depth character study of a serial killer, then as that study, it was utterly worthless because Henry literally had no character to study. Nope, he sure didn't. He was completely devoid of any character.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of feel like that is what a serial killer would be,
Yeah. They're supposed to be.
right? Like I mean, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fucking guy that knows shit about shit, but I feel like that is probably an accurate
Well,
depiction of the character of some serial killers, anyway.
all right.
He did what he was supposed to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
um,
called Portrait of a Serial Killer. What the fuck do you think you're watching?
I'm not gonna go all the way through this review because it's like 6 pages long. This might be longer than our Dora review. Like it's a long one, but
Wow.
it does conclude with a note actually about the performances. All in all, this oh, wait. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, all in all, this decidedly unpleasant movie about a brain dead serial killer and his brain dead friends in his brain dead life, none of which I cared about, gave me a serious case of brain freeze right from the very first moment I was shown Henry's many victims. Lying dead and naked, seemingly posed just so, near a pond in the remote woods. On top of all its stifled dialogue and annoyingly wooden performances, its recklessly seedy
Wooden.
production values, Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer was nothing but a predictable paint by numbers picture whose intended shock value completely missed its mark and inevitably failed to deliver much of a worthwhile jolt. It only aggravated this bored viewer to pieces. So there! Exclamation point.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, he gets a candy bar for sure.
All
There
right.
was like
fair.
5 pages of points in between this, but a lot of it was like just recapping the movie.
I mean,
Um,
if you find this a paint by numbers boring movie,
I want to know what movies this
yeah,
is.
what the fuck are you watching?
All right.
Wow. Definitely
Um,
candy bar proof.
and then we have 2 more interesting reviews. This one is just 8 out of 10 stars. That's a movie, smiley face.
Wow.
That's a review, I guess. Smiley
Okay.
face. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So we have that.
We need to put that person on a watch list.
Smiley face.
It's like Otis falling asleep on the couch of this fucking movie. Like, what are you doing, man? Calm down.
We also have 9 out of 10 stars. Extremely unique and groundbreaking. 2 exclamation points. Phenomenal lead actor. 3 exclamation points. Michael Rooker had his best acting performance in his first movie. He nailed this part. I compare it to Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates. Ought's that good. Similar movies as well, both uniquely done and have never been duplicated. If you haven't watched this movie, watch it and do yourself a favor, watch Psycho, then Henry, 2 of the best ever, 4 exclamation points. So,
All right. I mean,
um,
so as I was watching the movie today, I did ask myself that, is this Rooker's best performance?
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't know how I haven't seen everything he's been in, obviously, but I don't know how he could possibly top it.
He was
no.
good as Merle too.
It's
But
better than what I've seen him in. I mean, it's better than the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Yeah. Strong agree.
Yeah,
Merle was his second best performance, and this was way better than even that.
yeah.
They didn't give him as much to do as Merle.
Yeah, but what he got done though, when he had something to do, like he was still
He was
great.
very creepy.
Yeah, and that character, he was phenomenal, man. Yeah. He was a creep,
Yeah.
and that was he did it without having a ton of time to do it, he still, yeah.
Yeah, but I think, and I haven't seen all of The Walking Dead, as I mentioned. I've seen the first season, and that's it. But I think that in The Walking Dead, one, it's a big ensemble cast.
Yes.
and there's a lot more going on. This movie's so small.
Yeah.
And just being basically three characters that you're asking a lot of the actors to carry this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Whereas The Walking Dead, you don't have to carry as much of the load because there's so many other actors and so many storylines and things going on. When really there's nothing going on. I mean, The Walking Dead's kind of a marvel that there's all those people and stuff and nothing's happening.
Yeah, I agree. Any more reviews, Kat, or that's it?
Nope, that's it.
Yeah.
Overall, overwhelmingly, it does have an even 7 on IMDb, but a lot of the people that left reviews had like an 8 or higher review rating for this. Critically, if you can call IMDb reviewers critics, the people that chose the time that took time out of their day to write about this seem to be really impressed with it overall. And it was a lot of the same stuff we said. The performances were really good. Everyone was impressed.
Yeah. All right. Facts, Rob.
Mikey kind of blew up my spot a little bit here.
Sorry.
But this actually had an estimated budget of $111,000. Worldwide gross of $609,000, almost $610,000. The MPAA initially gave this film an X rating, along with Peter Greenaway's The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover, and Pedro Almodovar's Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down. They were the main reasons that the MPAA created the NC-17 rating.
It is so funny to me to put this in the same caliber of disturbing. Maybe not disturbing. It's very funny to me that this got the same rating for being too adult as the Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover.
I've never seen that movie.
I'm not gonna say that it's a bad movie. I'm not gonna say that it's silly, but in comparison to this, it's very lighthearted through parts. Oh boy.
Michael Rooker was working as a janitor when he auditioned for the part of Henry. He went to the audition in his janitor uniform. He got the part, and he continued to wear his uniform throughout the film shoot, and he only had one jacket. So if you notice, he takes it off before he kills anyone because he couldn't get any fake blood on it.
That's funny. Wow.
This I found quite hilarious, actually. The music for the film was mixed in a recording studio that was run by rock and roll Christians.
Oh my God.
And according to director John McNaughton, they were quite shocked when they saw the film.
Yeah, they probably pissed off at themselves letting them in there. Oh my God.
The scene in the living room where Otis films Henry and Becky with the camcorder, all that was completely improvised by the actors.
Okay.
Okay, this one's kind of long, but I found it interesting, so follow me here. In 1984, the executive producers, Malik Ali and Waleed Ali, hired John McNaughton, who was a delivery man for their video equipment rental business, to direct a documentary. The documentary was about gangsters in Chicago during the 1930s. It was called Dealers in Death, and it was a moderate success and received critical praise. So the Ali brothers kept McNaughton on as a director for a second documentary about the Chicago wrestling scene in the 1950s. A collection of vintage wrestling tapes had been discovered, and the owner was willing to sell them to the Ali brothers for use in the documentary. However, once they had financing in place, the owner doubled his price, and the brothers backed out of the deal. So they canceled the documentary, but they'd already raised $110,000 to make a movie, so this is the movie that they had McNaughton make.
Good
Oh
job.
my God.
That's amazing.
What if you fund a wrestling documentary and they send you this?
Yeah.
But thank God it happened, man. Shit happens for a reason sometimes. That's wild. We would have never heard about that wrestling documentary. We wouldn't even know it exists,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
McNaughton knew that the budget would be too small for a horror film about aliens or monsters, and he wasn't sure what to do until he saw an episode of 2020 about serial killer Henry Lee Lucas. Henry Portrait, the movie, fuck it, was shot on a 16 millimeter in 28 days in 1985. It cost $110,000 to produce. Costs were cut by employing family and friends whenever possible. and by
God.
having those on screen use their own possessions. And I just love this run through. So the dead couple in the bar at the start of the film are the parents of director John McNaughton's best friend.
Oh my God.
The bar itself is where McNaughton had once worked. McNaughton's close friend Mary Dimas plays 3 different murder victims: the woman in the ditch in the opening shot, the woman with the bottle in her mouth in the toilet, and the first of the 2 murdered prostitutes.
Damn.
The 4 women whom Henry encounters outside the shopping mall were played by more of McNaughton's close friends. The woman hitchhiking was a woman with whom McNaughton used to work. The clothes that Michael Rooker wears throughout the film were his own. We talked about that. The 1970 Chevy Impala that Henry drives belonged to one of the film's electricians.
Guy drove a piece of shit.
Yeah, I know. The guy had a shit car that he was driving around town in a shit box.
Can you imagine going up to the person with the worst car and being like, "Hey,
Yeah, hey, you drive a real piece of shit. Give me
I need a real creepy car to use in something. Give me your keys."
Your car looks like you killed somebody. Let's use that.
The art director, a guy named Rick Paul, plays the man who was shot on the side of the road. Storyboard artist Frank Coronado plays the smaller of the attacking bums. They had a grip play the husband in the family massacre scene, and the executive producer Waleed Ali plays the clerk serving Henry toward the end of the film at the gas station.
It's funny.
They were pulling people from wherever they could to get them.
They do what they had to do, man.
And we're gonna use your shit car, and you're all gonna wear your own shit clothes.
Don't get blood on that coat.
Yeah, whatever you do, you gotta go back to his job pushing a mop tomorrow. The producers couldn't afford extras, so all the people in exterior shots on the streets of Chicago were simply unknown pedestrians who just happened to be going about their business. There's a scene in which Becky comes out of the subway and 2 men at the top of the stairs are in a heated discussion. Apparently, the men were really arguing, and they'd asked them to move, and they said no, so he just left them in the shot.
Wow. That's funny.
I love that we're like this aggressive world that they've built full of violence, and then it's just real dudes fighting in
walking
Chicago.
Yeah.
Walking around Chicago.
The movie is based on Henry Lee Lucas. I don't know how deep we want to go into this. There's a great documentary on Netflix about Henry Lee Lucas called The Confession Killer. This guy, he confessed to over 600 murders.
Yeah.
It turns out he's mostly full of shit. He was actually convicted on 11 murders, and they think the actual number is somewhere between 11 and 40. They don't really know. Basically, he was confessing to everything they put in front of him, and so anytime that they confirmed that he had been somewhere, cops in that area who had open murder cases would come to him, and he'd go, "Oh yeah, I did that one. Oh yeah, I did that one." And it was just a fucking mess. This guy fucked everything up. He's a goddamn jackass. So yeah, he was sentenced to the death penalty, and then that got commuted by George W. Bush for some fucking reason. He ended up with life in prison. He died of heart failure in 2001.
Wow.
But a lot of the facts of the movie were taken from his life. Including his mother working as a sex worker who would indeed make him watch and make him wear dresses and humiliate him.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he was acquainted he did have a friend named Otis that they spent some time together, although they didn't meet in prison. They actually met in a soup kitchen in Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville figures.
Yeah, imagine
Oh,
what you
that
find in a
checks
soup
out.
kitchen in fucking Jacksonville. Yeah.
That checks out.
There was the Becky character is based on the real life Otis's 12-year-old niece Frida Powell, who Lucas did sexually abuse at some point, and so yeah, that is essentially where they drew the inspiration for the movie. Guy's a real piece of shit, but there's a whole documentary about him on Netflix. It's actually kind of an interesting documentary.
Yeah,
And
the
they-
documentary is pretty good.
I haven't seen the documentary. I want to watch it. And they talk about him lying about confessing to all these things and everything too.
Well, yeah, I mean, it starts to
That's
unravel. You
crazy.
see it. I mean, you can fucking
Yeah.
see it a mile away.
Okay. I just
how
wanted to
these
make
guys
sure
are
they
fucking-
addressed it. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was the whole thing because this guy, I mean, look, it starts off he's on trial for a murder, and he's like, "What about all the other ones?" And then, the next thing you know, this guy's confessed to 600 fucking murders, which is just a stupid number,
Yeah.
and it's clear what's happening.
Yeah. That's crazy. I gotta watch that documentary. All right, Portnoy time. This is gonna be
All right.
interesting. Does
Time for
anybody
the
want
Rob
to
scores.
the Portnoy scores?
The Rob
Uh
scores, right, Kelly?
no, no, Kelly. Does anyone want to go first? I can go first.
I'm cool with you going first if
Okay.
you're comfortable with it.
Yep. I actually have usually my Portnoys are a game time decision a lot of times. I know the neighborhood I want to live in, but I'm still trying to figure out exactly where I'm at. This one I kind of know, man. I'm going to give this movie, and I want to say I am great because it's hard to grade this movie. It's hard to give
Yeah.
praise to something that you don't like. But what I'm doing, not the movie, what's in it, obviously, but what I'm doing here is I'm going by how they did as a movie. If they achieved what they were trying to achieve, how well they achieved what they were trying to achieve, things done well in a film. I will admit, if I was ignoring how it made me feel and the things I didn't like entirely, this thing would be a 9 point something because they did that well. But I can't do that because this is like, I can ignore movies that have, fucked up scenes in it that I don't like, but I cannot ignore what this movie put me through in feeling them. So I'm going to give this film an 8.5. I think they nailed so many things, man. Like to ding them for doing a good job at what they were trying to do too much, I feel, is unfair because fuck is it very hard to watch. But they fucking nailed everything they were doing. So 8.5.
Yeah, Mikey, you and I actually have a pretty similar score. This might be the closest our scores have been ever.
Okay.
Uh, I actually have this at an 8.6.
Okay.
It was like you, I had a range, and
Yeah.
I like 8.6 was the number that I finally wrote down. I try to write them down. There have been a few that I've done kind of at game time. There have been a few that have where like talking about it with you guys has swayed my number. But I do try to write them down. 8.6 was the number that I settled on. I had it. I think the lowest I had it. Why do I never have this thing open? I had it at like a 7.5, I think was the lowest that I went. And then I had it, I think at like a 9.1. Like I had it
Yeah.
pretty high and pretty low for this, but I tried to put it somewhere in the middle of those two because yeah, they did everything they were trying to do. This movie does get that very visceral reaction out of me that I tend to score very highly. Like some of my favorite, like critically favorite, if not enjoyable favorite movies are movies that do get that kind of reaction out of me because I think it's very impressive. But there is something about this one where I kind of don't, but like Rob said, like I don't want to see it again, Um, the
All right.
rewatchability is not there
Oh no.
for a reason.
No.
Yeah.
Now, if you were going to pick something to like, shows if to teach somebody as an example, hey, you're looking for this, this is the one. It's
Yeah.
one of those, but yeah, no, to sit myself and what? No, no. All right, Rob. Where you at with it, man? You can make or break this thing right now.
This movie is grimy and gross. It makes me feel bad when I watch it. It is it's shot well. Like I don't know if there's
Yeah.
anything in the cinematography that blows me away or anything. They do a good job of catching that sort of dirty side of Chicago, I guess. The performances are amazing. 3 of probably the best performances you'll ever see.
Yes.
Those are incredible. I love the way I it's weird to say I love the way they do this. I love the way that they show the murder victims and they play the sounds of the murder happening.
Yeah.
I think it's
Such a unique.
extremely effective. It's extremely unpleasant, but it's extremely effective. It might actually be more effective doing it that way than if they just showed me the murders on screen, because I'm seeing the aftermath and I'm hearing the sounds of it happening and I'm creating that picture in my mind. And it's fucking, awful.
Yeah.
They do so much right, but I absolutely cannot ignore how much I do not ever want to fucking see this again. It is an experience. It is an absolutely fucking brutal experience. So while I had this at over a 9 at a certain point, eventually it fell down to an 8.7.
Wow.
Oh, we are
Wow.
close.
We're
Yeah.
in a fucking
We're in a
line.
flush.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
Yeah.
wow.
I honestly was worried I didn't take enough points off for the vibes, and you guys are gonna ding it more, and I was gonna look like, like
I was in a similar because I had look, it's one thing when you have a wide range of numbers, but when you honestly could make a case for any number in that range,
Yeah.
it's so hard to know if you're being unreasonable or not.
Right, yeah.
Mhm.
It can't be ignored what they did. It
I
can't
think
be.
that with a movie like this one, no matter what score someone had given it, I don't think I could have argued with them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just don't.
yeah.
I don't think that there is a wrong score for this movie. I'll be honest with you. Watching it, I was today. It was obviously extremely unpleasant, like it always is. But I was up probably because I will adjust my score in my mind as I'm watching the movie. I don't know if you guys do that or not, but it'll every
Yes.
once in a while pop in my head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is it now? And at one point it was at about a 9.3 or so. And then the home invasion family annihilation scene happened. And I was just like, no, I cannot give this that fucking high. This fucking thing.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
wild with this movie because like that art like for what they're doing, that's the best scene. Like it's the
It
most
is.
effective. It's the like pinnacle of what this film is, but it is the scene that makes you want to rate it lower.
Right, that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with the scene in itself, like technically from a filmmaking storytelling standpoint.
Yeah.
But I hate it so goddamn much.
Yeah.
It is
That
this so we at one point or another all had this above a 9. This could have been the highest scoring
It could
movie
have
in
been.
slasher
it
radio
it
if
could
it
have
weren't
been.
so hard to watch.
It could have been, but it is yeah, I mean it's just
Wow.
such a bleak fucking movie that it really I watch this movie and I'm depressed for a couple hours after watching it. There's
Yeah.
no fun here at all. Um, and it never lets up. Like there's no chance for you to catch a break. Even when they're not killing somebody, they're sitting around a kitchen table telling horrible stories about how their dad used to rape them when they were 12 or whatever,
Yeah. It's
It's
a
just
rough
fucking,
watch.
yeah, it's like taking a beating.
Chris Nesto forever has had my favorite Patreon pick. That's one in Benny Loves You. And we probably all would at least come close to agreeing on that. But this is like on the other side of that fence. Like I think Chris has brought his pick is out of all the Patreon picks off the top of my head, as technically as a movie, is the best one. So they both hold different crowns in different areas. Those two movies, like they're
Yeah.
the polar opposites of each other.
I would probably agree. While I was trying to think about Portnoy's, for this, while I was trying to choose a number in my range, I was actually looking back at some of my old ones, and there was actually a Patreon pick, that gives me that same kind of like not to the same degree, but Inside is one of those movies where it's like, it's kind of a weird one to sit down and watch, but
Mhm.
it does what it's doing so well. And this one, uh, I kind of wanted to rank it above that because even though I've seen Inside more, Inside does have like some of those slasher vibes in that. where
Yeah.
it's like it's a little bit more high action. You can kind of get into it a little bit more. This one's just uncomfortable all the way through, but
Yeah.
it also doesn't have any of the like. Inside gets off to a rough start, whereas this one all the way through, you know.
Right.
That's
I
fair.
think the biggest difference for me and between this and Inside is um this just has that visceral just feel to it. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah.
watching it. I don't even really know how to describe it. It's just there's something about this movie that makes me feel dirty while I'm watching it.
Yeah.
It feels like you're there,
Yeah,
and
it's just fucking.
but it's
Anyway, it's a
not a place
great.
you want to be.
It's a great movie, and I almost feel like an 8.7 that I gave it is too low, but that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. It's fair. It's fair. I
It's
agree.
it is weird because it feels like that's how I feel about the 8.6. It
Yeah.
feels too low, but also somehow too high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
like I've rated movies way lower than that I'm way more inclined to watch and that I know I'll enjoy more and but
Yeah. Well, hopefully I can finally say this. Never gonna watch that fucking thing again.
on the opposite side of that spectrum, was the Joe Bob episode good? I'm not going to like go watch it now, obviously. Once was enough for the day, but should it be on my list?
I
I'm
mean,
filling in
I
like some of the old Joe Bobs for movies where I think they'd be really interesting.
I don't
And
really remember it all that well, at this point, but I always find his stuff interesting. You know, he's got the little factoids and stuff and stories and stuff. And I'm sure there were some interesting ones about this. I mean, I didn't turn it off.
although I will say I am a little bit irritated with him. I walked out of the Possession episode more confused than I went in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's because that fucking movie.
Fair enough.
So this is Slasher Radio approved with an 8.6.
Yes, as deserved.
High approval for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. Easiest math ever, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this wait, hold on. This might also be another Slasher Radio first. Did I give it the official score?
You did. Your score
Am I
was
the
the
first
official.
person ever to also share my score with the Slasher Radio?
I mean, it seems likely.
Yeah, but it
That's
has
wild.
to be. We've never
Yeah.
been in a row before. I
Yeah,
know
we've never
that.
lined up like that before.
Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah. Ducks in a row. All right, guys, go check out
Good
Patreon.
pick.
Yeah, yeah, Chris. Bravo.
One more time. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. And remember, as Rob said mean stuff in the beginning, not us. So go Rob.
He
For a
justified
reason.
it though.
Good reason, but Chris. Once he gets going, I just got to put disclaimers out there. Patreon.com/Slasher Radio. Get in on our nominations and all that stuff to get a movie pick in, or a topic rather, and all that fun stuff. Extra content, Easter egg content, before, after shit with the show, and all that shit. Extra show every week. Some tiers even get free merch. Patreon.com/Slasher Radio. Tiers starting as low as $3 a month. Follow us on Twitter @Slasher Radio. I'm at Mikey's Dead. Rob, where are you?
You can find me on Twitter @RadioRob123, and you can also listen to the other show that I do with Kat, the Nick Effin' Woo Cage Cast. We just dropped our second episode, which is us covering Valley Girl.
We did watch Valley Girl.
Yes, we did.
I gotta paste in Cat's yeah, nice. Cat, where are they catching you?
You can find me on Twitter @cat_velour, VOLEUR. You can check out my website, catvelour.com, which has the pre-order link to my book. Pre-order that. Million pre-orders. I'm buying Jeffrey Dahmer's house. So
I'll tell you what, I don't care how many fucking books you sell. I ain't living with nobody. I ain't even going into that apartment if we can buy it. Fuck that apartment. I'll stay in Dahmer's house way before I stay in that fucking place. That's it for us next week, though, guys. Oh, actually, next week is Cat's pick.
yeah,
What was that again, Cat?
we are watching Apt Pupil and/or Velocipaster.
Not Velocipaster. That Pupil is announced. I really hope it's still that Pupil at the end.
Sounds to me like the first ever Slasher Radio double feature.
Oh, no.
What a double feature it would be, too.
Fuck me.
All the best of Slasher Radio Podcast.